Yo, what's good, man? Welcome to another show of the Courtnee Edgar Show. I'm your host, Courtney Edgar, and I got my guys with me, unbiasedly raw and Marcus Simmons.
Hey,
What's good with
Yo,
it,
what's up?
it's good. It's good.
dog? What's popping with y'all, man? How y'all feeling today, bro? How y'all feeling today?
Hey, it's feeling good. Solid week.
That's what I'm
So
talking about.
we in the game.
Hell
Facts.
yeah. Got the
How you
case of
feeling,
the
Mark?
Monday is over, man. I'm good, bro.
Man, who you telling?
Hey, yeah, I'm feeling all right. Now hungover, I'm good, bro.
You said not hungover shit. What you
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Oh man, you been fine, son.
Hey, bro, I drank
Dude,
enough. I drank enough over this weekend for about a couple weeks, man. So I'm good.
Oh no, I'm Jamaican. I keep some blood in my alcohol level.
there you go. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
But listen, man, we got some dope topics for y'all tonight. And listen, if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because it helps the algorithm reach the type of people that like all type of content. And look, if you want to show love, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's always welcome and it's appreciated, but it's never expected. All right. So we got a lot of topics tonight. So I want to go ahead and dive right into it. And we got a plethora of different topics too. So y'all just lock in with y'all people. Go and get your drinks, go and get your popcorn too, because we got some good shit for y'all tonight. All right. So on the first topic, man, I want to go ahead and start off with something simple. We're not going to spend too much time on it. It's just something that's just going on in the world today. And I think a lot of people need to hear about it and just they want to hear y'all thoughts too. All right. So I want to go ahead and dive into this AI situation and what's going on with the world and what's been going on with the AI and how it's affecting the world today. All right. So let's dive in.
Traveled to my hometown of San Diego, more on that in a minute, and I sat down with someone with an interesting job title, futurist. That's someone who is tasked with helping leaders adapt to new technology and ways of working. Here's my conversation with Melanie Subin, head of Future Today Strategy Group. Here's a question I get a lot. I'm fearful of the future. Should I be?
My favorite answer to that is that the future doesn't exist yet, so there's nothing to be afraid of. A lot of the work that we do in strategic foresight is helping companies and organizations or people, the leaders of those organizations, to create the future that they want. So I think there's a lot of fear about the future right now, but the good news is we can still make it whatever we want to make it.
People say to me, I'm afraid of artificial intelligence. It's going to take my job. It's going to do things for my life that will maybe simplify it, but take the human component out. They're afraid of both things. How would you address those two fears?
Artificial intelligence got the worst marketing campaign. I think if we had called it something other than artificial intelligence, we might feel a lot differently about it. The title artificial intelligence makes it feel like it's replacing humans. In reality, it's just using all that big data that we were collecting for the last 10 or 20 years. So I think that it is going to change jobs. It's going to replace tasks. It's going to change the nature of work. But as with the Industrial Revolution, as with so many other technological advancements that we've seen over the past 100 years, there will still be a role for people. That role just might change.
What's the biggest upside of artificial intelligence?
It can do away with a lot of the really annoying, sort of tedious tasks that take place in work. When automation was a big topic of conversation maybe 10 years ago, I came from the insurance industry, and we said that it would do away with the dull, dirty, and dangerous aspects of work. Specifically for automation, it's doing away with the dirty and the dangerous. I think AI is doing away with the dull. So it's automating invoicing, it's automating follow-up emails. It's really good at doing things like that, but we still need to have a human in the loop to make sure that if it's making decisions, that it's making good decisions or right decisions. It still only has this amount of data. It doesn't have that empathy and context and human perspective yet.
Is the fear about losing jobs misplaced?
I don't think it is. There are still jobs that are being lost. There are companies that are conducting layoffs. It would be silly to act like those aren't happening. I think
because of AI.
I think it is happening because of AI. So specifically HR roles, there were some really large tech companies that either did away with HR roles or decided not to fill them over the course of the next few years.
So I want to ask y'all, I want to get y'all opinion on this so far. What are y'all thoughts on AI in itself?
I'll let Marcus go first.
I mean, Yeah. My thought is, I mean, none of my concerns is really what she said about taking jobs or anything like that. My biggest concerns were, I mean, how easy would it to blame someone on shit they didn't do? You know what I'm saying? Like a recording of, hey, this is you. You were here. I mean, you see stuff where it looks exactly like a motherfucker, and it could be in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
kind of scares me. The whole like taking over the job, but that not. I mean, it does in a little bit, but it. Hey man, if you do your job the way you're supposed to be doing it, I don't think you have to worry about it. I mean, that's not how I feel.
Do you think it's like a negative? Do you think it's like a negative effect or a positive effect of what they're doing, what they're implementing with AI?
I mean, I think it can go both ways, man. Like I said, like if it gets to a point to where, you know what I'm saying, you ain't safe with like shit like I said, like again, like, you know, putting you in a place. I mean, just imagine the wrong person get that sort of technology, they be able to use it. An
Right.
ex-girlfriend say, yo, you did this shit, you broke in the house, or you did something like that, got your ass walking in there, maybe change GPS on your phone. You know what I'm saying? To get you all fucked up. Like that type of shit like that scares the shit out of me. But the other stuff, I haven't really gotten too deep into other stuff. So, but that's pretty much how it is with me.
I got you. What about you, bro?
All right, so for me, I'm still on the fence, bro. So
Okay.
on one hand, AI is gonna make a lot of stuff easier. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of jobs that's low hanging fruit, low effort. It's gonna knock out some of that stuff. I mean, shit, for the past 10 years, we was probably already battling AI when it came to like IT stuff. You know, you got something going on at your job and you call and you press one for English, and before you talk to, you know, Patek way out in India somewhere, you still battling through the AI. Like, hey, so what's your problem?
Yeah.
Give me a brief description. Like, motherfucker, you can't fix my problem. Put the human on the phone. Like, you know what I mean? So we've been integrating as far as working goes with AI. But my skepticism side of it is everything else they doing. Like out here in Arizona, we got the Waymos, self-driving cars. I just seen a video the other day. It was a family in the back of a Waymo, and it was a flooded area. I don't think it was in Arizona where that one was.
Right.
But the LiDAR couldn't pick up that there was water on the road. So that motherfucker went full 45, 50 miles an hour into the water. Ooh. It crashed out because the LiDAR couldn't tell where it was at. So it's like, yeah, those Waymos, I'm pretty sure, are still electric cars, but it couldn't get its way out the puddle because now the LiDAR isn't picking up where the street is.
Yeah.
So they have to climb out the window and stuff to get out the car. Or I seen a couple of videos with AI robots boxing, kickboxing, all this other stuff over in China.
Yeah, nah.
I heard somebody in China already got pimp slapped by the robot. So it's like, I grabbed the 100v1 with the gorilla.
No, for real, right?
Wait, that's
for
true.
Real.
That's true.
Hey, them pics might be right, bro. They might be right.
Hydraulic fluid. Imagine that robot fresh off the assembly line, no leaks, no nothing.
Yeah,
your ass out. At least 100 men versus the gorilla. At least after the first 50, that gorilla gonna get fatigued. People keep forgetting it's still an animal. They get fatigued. A cheetah is the fastest running cat, but that's only a microburst.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker got a mean ass 0 to 60 for 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah.
If you can outrun him for a mile, buddy finna just be panting like, oh, motherfucker, the next time I see you, I'm on that ass.
Oh, shit. Hey,
that's true.
This might kill that bear argument now, bro.
But with the AI, too, we're programming right now what we know into the AI.
Yeah.
But it's a regenerative system. So eventually, AI is going to be teaching the AI and not need us. Now, what happens then?
Ooh,
what happens when AI strikes back? If it already pimp slapped somebody, eventually, I mean, they had the robot police dogs and stuff. I'm glad they didn't give them no teeth because shit. I'd hate Lockjaw Pitbull 9000 over here with some metal teeth on me while I'm trying to run from the
It's gonna be our robot out here. I'm telling you, it's gonna be real life our robot out here.
Hey, we gonna need lightsabers, bro.
Yeah, real. What I
the Glock with the switch ain't saving you no more.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Let me play a little bit more of it.
One in particular said 9,000 jobs were going to be replaced by AI, and it boasted about that. So it's true, the jobs are being done away with. The real opportunity that we have is to create skills pathways, to create upskilling opportunities. We're still approaching education using old models of thinking, using 4-year models of thinking. Those university degrees could still be valuable, but we also need to create faster pathways for people to build skills so that they can apply to new types of jobs or jobs where maybe they're working with and interfacing with AI.
Dig into that for me a bit. What should the future of education look like, K through 12 and afterwards?
This is a really topic close to my heart. Education has to be applicable to where we're going, not where we're coming from. So right now, a lot of the topics that are being taught are still focused on where we've come from. History is still important. Math foundations are still important. But for example, coding or even artificial intelligence, the schools that are teaching them are most often still teaching based on maybe the original iteration of ChatGPT that came out. Education needs to be focused on where we're going, what skills will be necessary. And in order to do that, educators have to think about how industries are going to evolve, how public policy will need to evolve, how society will need to evolve in order to prepare those students for the world that they're going to step into, not the world that existed 10 years ago.
What would you tell?
Well, that's a solid point. So here's my thing. Here's my thing about it. It could be a negative. It could be, but I think the positive outweigh the negative. And the reason I say that is because there's so many. I think what AI is today is what carpentry was back in the day. It's going to be something it's going to be a skill that I believe that should be a prerequisite for high school students and anybody who continues to keep leveling up in college and so on and so forth. I think it's a skill that needs to be learned. I'll give y'all a prime example. A lot of the things that I'm using for YouTube in itself, I use AI for to help streamline everything, make things a lot simpler. And that's really what AI is supposed to do, make things a lot simpler for you and take out all the necessary BS, like she was saying, take out the unnecessary BS and streamline things to make it a lot faster. Things that would normally take you 4 hours to do, now it takes you about 15 minutes to do it, 10 minutes depending on the situation. Prime example, the pictures that I made for y'all, AI. All I did was prompt it. I told it what to make and how to do it. Boom. Less than 30 seconds, boom, pictures popped up. So it helped me streamline that entire situation versus reaching out to somebody on Fiverr or freelance and say, hey, bro, can you do this drawing for me? And now I got to wait 3-4 days before they can draw the picture. Then I got to wait to get it back. So it just helps streamline a lot of situations. And I think that if people jump on the ball now, because it's still so far, it's still a long way for AI to come, but they've come so far as well. If people try to jump on it right now, even just learning the basics of it, I think that you can start to learn different skills. And once you got the basics of it, then you can start to learn which way you can go, what areas you want to go to. You got cybersecurity, and different things like that you can start learning and really honing in on your skills. So that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think progressing is it's good. I was having a conversation with someone actually the other day about this because I was saying, dang, how dumb I think people are getting. and the thing is, like Kim brought to my point about this AI stuff. It's like, hey man, like at least like technology is getting the best it's ever been before. So can't be that many dumb people out there, or some people are actually still going up. So it kind of made me look at it a little bit different. But on a lot of other cases though, it will get you where you can take a lot of shortcuts. Well, I mean, I guess that's only like really in school because when you're in the working force, like shortcuts are the best thing. I'd rather do a shortcut versus taking that long ass route to do something else anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I guess it really just depends. I mean, if you as long as a kid knows how to read and write and ain't trying to AI that shit, I think you'll be all right.
Well, see, my thing with education, so I've been blessed to have the opportunity to go to school like outside of the country a couple times. Like I did a little bit of junior high in Jamaica. I did high school actually out in Nigeria. When it comes to education, at certain times, the way we structure things, I feel like we're behind. Yeah, we're labeled the first world country, but I feel like we're behind. Like going to Nigeria, they put me back a year off rip.
Real.
Where it sucked for me was the year that I was out there, when I first landed out there, that was a testing year for them. So I already got put back a year, but being that it was a testing year and I started like in the middle of their school year, I got held back another year because I couldn't do the testing. So I got held back 2 years off GP going over there.
Great fuck.
You're telling me my whole life that we supposed to be the smart ones. We the first world.
What's bullshit?
But you look at it, and a lot of people from overseas, I mean, yeah, there's all these stereotypes about whatever, but the ones that come in and lock in, you notice they come over here 2-3 years, they get to a bag, they send their money back home, they buying their little mini Mac mansion out here, they rolling their Benz, they building a compound back home, whatever, off of their education, of which when I was over there, things were a lot more advanced.
Yeah.
The 9th grade over there, we were already learning what people start learning in college over here.
Yeah.
So it's like over here, they teach, like their learning curve is a little bit slow, which I get it. They really just want a lot of controlled mind workers.
Yeah.
But that era is dead. The industrial era is over. Now it's the AI, robotic, technological boom. That shit changes like this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, over there as well, they prioritize education versus over here. They don't prioritize education over here.
No.
They prioritize money, capitalism. That's what they prioritize over here. That's why you see a lot of cats. I'm talking about the smartest people you've ever meet, but yeah, they come over here so they can get that bread. Like you said, they come over here and get that dough because they know they're excelling in everything. So they come over here and get the top-notch positions. Now they're making several hundred Ks and millions of dollars, and then boom, like you said, they're sending it back over into their countries and shit.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, everybody knows like, okay, you come to the first world, there's a lot of innovations, there's a lot of things in place to help you move forward and whatnot. And that's where a lot of people also make a lot of their money too, because shit, if you the first person to leave your third world country, come over here, get the game, and go back and you start an app, start this other business, whatever, you come over here, you go back home like shit. The homies back home ain't got a food truck. Now you start a food truck franchise back home. Now you the king of the city back home, but it's just some basic ass shit that people was literally started out here because they were struggling and behind on their bills.
Yeah.
So I mean, the AI, I like the fact that it's, you know, making a global industry, making the world a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people gonna have to learn how to evolve fast. Like all the people that got too complacent, they ain't want to learn. Government assistance, whatever. I mean, shit. If you finesse the government. That's on you. It ain't on me.
Right.
Ain't nothing on my door. So
that's what I'm saying.
Do what you do, but like, you know, never stop learning. If AI is out here, you really want to let the machine outlearn you. Naturally, it's going to, but you should at least be trying to keep up,
or at least have the basic, or at least have some sort of basic fundamentals of how to use it on for everything. Because again, like I said, I've already been working into it, so I've been using it to write my resumes. I'm talking about that bit be spot on. You feel me? I tell it what to write. I tell it my background. I can spew it out, bro. I'll give you an example. I literally went into ChatGPT and I told it to give me an entire synopsis on my YouTube channel. And that bitch broke everything down about my entire channel and what it was, what my brand is, who my audience is. I was like, that is fucking nuts. Like, it is crazy. So learning how to prompt it and just, and there's so many different versions to AI, not just that. Yeah, I just like to use that for an example because I use it, right? But I think in itself, AI will it's gonna push out a lot of people. If nobody wants to learn it, if nobody wants to get educated on it, because again, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come, and it's gonna push out a lot of people, especially if they don't want to learn the skill, if they don't want to get better. Like you said, if they're complacent in their jobs and they got the basic job that AI can replace. Yeah, they're up out of there, especially if they don't want to learn. So this is the opportunity for them now before it completely washes everybody out, to go ahead and start learning, and so that way they can pivot and go into a different position.
Because I mean, shit, Macaroni Tony in the chat talking about the OF models. I might start me one with some feet.
Yeah, you feel me? So right, exactly.
Go ahead, sell these feet for me real quick. Telling me you never sleep. All right, let me delay the response time. Respond in about 8 minutes.
I beg your pardon.
So, and look, and Pam said, she said at the drive-through, it's she said Carl Jr. is taking AI was taking the order, end of order, and I said that's all. And then it went on to ask if I wanted to drink, did I want sauce? It was so impersonal. Facts. Then she said, one family owns 3 liquor stores. Yep. They're all in the hood.
All in the hood.
All in the hood.
When you stressed out, you buy more liquor.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Back to that Mad Dog.
Facts.
I mean, when your money up, you just get your liquor during the grocery trip. You know, you might get a little box of wine or something.
Yeah.
While you getting your chicken and potatoes.
Yeah.
You stressed out. As soon as that check come, I need 2 40s right now.
You don't care about nothing else. You don't care about food. Like, look, I need top shelf right now. I need it. Let me get them right now.
Let me.
Oh yeah, weekend. I need to handle a Douce right now.
You know what I want.
Facts. Listen, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And also, if you want to support the channel, listen, it's much appreciated, but it's definitely not expected. So I want to go ahead and pivot over to our next topic for tonight. This one is new. So I don't know if y'all heard about the guys who down in Louisiana who escaped from prison. So
they got parlays on them boys.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm talking about 50 bands for it to catch. I think it's 50 for each, right? 50K for each. So I think it's still 2 more guys out. Yeah.
Let's book a flight.
Hey, pull up right now. hey, I'm scoping the scene. Like, where he at?
Hey, we're bounty hunters.
I'm ready, bro. Listen. And so one of the guys named Antoine Macy, you know, he's pleading for help because apparently he's saying that he's innocent in regards to why he's in the jail in the first place. So let's tap into that. Let's see what that video, see what he got to say about it.
I'm one of the ones that was let out of GC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here and St. Tammany Parish. There's 2 different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on 2nd-degree kidnapping, 2nd-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that.
Looks like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
During the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay, so I was in St. Tammany, right? And I was on a regular domestic charge, right? So they put a parole hold on me because I was on a domestic charge. So with that being said, is that once that occurred, once that occurred, and the charges was refused or whatever, they shipped me to Orleans Parish where I had more open charges. Was the theft of a motor vehicle and the domestic abuse, battery, and violent strangulation. So once I got in Orleans Parish jail, all right, I have from the district attorney's office, this woman who they say that I initially raped in another parish and in Orleans Parish, the same woman here. It's not different females, it's the same grown woman, not a child, a grown woman. Okay, she did the same thing in Orleans Parish, right? Correct. I'm about to show you how the system is corrupted. Okay, she did this, right? Saying all allegations against me is false, and she even saying it. You know, she let her know the truth that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her. Nothing. She got mad and thought that I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too. Once I got into Orleans Parish, I was there for like a month or something like that. Okay, a lot went on as that time progressed. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes, at the end of the day, in my younger life, I'm not gonna lie, I was causing problems. I was young. My daddy got killed when I was 7 years old. My mom had to raise 4 children by herself, so I had to find a way to try to help my mother. You feel what I'm saying? But as time went on, the person that I once was, I'm not that person today. That is not who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that they see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy,
I beg your pardon.
Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish jail. They say that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey. The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? If you can't come around me, you're a maintenance. You cannot come on the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you? And why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that. Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that, but that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana.
You on mute, big bro?
I can't hear you.
You on mute?
My bad. So I'm gonna stop right there. What's y'all thoughts on it?
What's corruptedest?
Yeah, I'm looking. No, bro, he got me when he said my 18-year-old daughter is graduating supposedly yesterday. I was like, do you know?
Bruh, yeah, he must have had her hella young because he looked like he pretty young himself. What, probably his 30s?
Yeah, but I mean, he in the hood, you know. You start early.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
To what fucking drop? Oh, that boy said, "Hey, I want Meek Mill. Fucking help your boy out." Just naming all the rappers. Like, yeah,
well,
help
Meek
your boy out.
Mill was a solid ass. I mean, he was trying to do some shit after his shit.
Yeah.
He should have dropped Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
He was advocating like a couple of them other people. I'm like, I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
She dropped a lot of
He probably should have hit Kim Kardashian up.
Should have hit Dr. Umar Johnson up. Like, hey, come through, big dog.
Hey, come on, Doc.
Come on, dog.
What?
Dr. Who?
Hey, Dr. Umar, come help your boy out.
We're gonna be blessing the Cash App for the next 15 years for him to build his own jail. Stop it.
We still waiting on the school. That's what we waiting on. Still waiting on him to build this
It'll
school.
be open next year.
I got a PhD from the FDMG.
Not to be, but to be honest though, bro, even so, either way, whether he guilty or innocent of for the reason that he's actually in jail in the first place, I personally believe, call me crazy, I think, of course, he's gonna go back to jail, but I think somebody's gonna catch light of the situation, and then they're gonna tag themselves to the situation. He might end up being able to get out. Not right now. I'm giving him a few years. I give him a few years, and he might be able to get out on parole based off of that situation. But he definitely shot himself in the foot by leaving. Because if he didn't want to leave, if he want to break out, or let me rephrase it. If he didn't want to get let out and walk out the front door, he wouldn't have left.
Well, hold on, man. Hold on. That's what I'm confused about, bro. Did they break out, or did someone make a mistake and let him out?
So apparently, according to Antoine Massey, they were let out through the front door, but there was a hole that was chipped out behind the toilet. But I'm like, that hole small as shit. And if you look at the videos of them dudes, them niggas big. So ain't no way in hell they fit through that small ass hole.
Yeah, those snakes.
I forgot where I seen this damn like top 10 prison escapes over the last umpty dump years or whatever.
Yeah.
But the boys in Louisiana know how to get about some shit. Like, I don't care if you got let out the front door or what. Boy, this time it was like 10 to 12 people that got out. It was another time where it was another 10 to 12, 13 people that got out. They up 20-something bodies and then jumped out. Everybody else was just like, a light 7-piece, a little 3-piece. So I don't know what's in the gumbo, what's in the jambalaya, but them boys know how to get about some shit.
That thing, boy.
Your boy said, "Hey, he put a shank against the maintenance man or the janitor or whatever." Shit, that's probably what happened. That's probably why he let him out.
Nah, I don't. But maintenance ain't got the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just walk out the front door. I mean, I don't know. That don't happen.
It was definitely one of those deputies that was working there, but it couldn't have been the janitor. Like he said, he has to have somebody with him in order to even get close to those.
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is Buddy fresh to death.
Yeah.
Hey, you feel me?
So that man got some paper somewhere.
Hey, old girl who got him in there probably went and bought him some clothes. Picked him up.
Somebody was behind on their rent and their mortgage. My man say, "Hey, if I cover that for you, you gotta let me up out of there." It was like, "Okay, bet." He was like, "Nah, you gotta let me out first.
Yeah, let me out.
I'm gonna run you that cash app."
Yeah.
Well, on me, I'm talking about he got the watch on, talking about he got the snow boots on and everything.
But like, I don't know if they got QTs in Louisiana, but shit, he ain't got a Circle K or something. He could have just did that video from the bathroom, because whoever joint he in right now, they finna get it. They finna screenshot that motherfucking word in cursive over the sink and whatever that was over the stove. And after he beat Shorty back in, his next kid gonna be born in the system for sure.
Somebody know that apartment complex very well. Like, oh, I know that spot.
Oh, he gotta be with old girl, man. The one he got the papers for.
Yeah, he need to go to the racetrack bathroom or something.
Yeah, racetrack. Y'all forgot racetrack is in Louisiana. Yeah, they got a racetrack down there, not a QT. So QT is like racetrack is like the QT down there.
Yeah. That's all right. I don't know what they got. I know they got them in Texas, but I don't think they got them in Louisiana.
Hey, since your boy, he got the papers, bro. So I'm thinking the one that she filed. So he's probably with her right now.
Nah. If he went back to Shorty that got him in there, then when they do catch him, if that's where he's at, we're gonna have a new body.
Oh yeah.
I think what it is his rap sheet is so long that they just like, fuck it, ain't nobody gonna miss him if we hold him.
Yeah.
So a girl pulled her little stunt. He got locked up thinking like, oh well, I ain't really do nothing. it's just gonna be a quick shake, slap on the wrist. But he probably didn't have so many priors that they're like, shit, ain't nobody gonna lose you if we lose you in the system. So now he had the golden opportunity of getting out. And he's like, hey, before I go turn myself back in, I got 2 more bitches that was putting some money on my JPay or whatever. They said they gonna give me some top. Before I go get blessed and go back in, I'm gonna let y'all know. Shorty went down there and said, listen, my bad. I ain't even really mean to do this. And nobody's listening.
And nobody's listening. They probably get your ass on out of here.
I done paid the Waters mortgage already. I ain't got no more prayer lawyer. Can you please?
I'm sorry, he pleaded him out of all the people he went to. This man said Lil Wayne, YN.
Yeah.
What's his name? YNW. Boy, I forgot. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, young boy.
Yeah,
NBA young boy.
Meek Mill and DTZ, the only two that.
Yep.
It's gonna be a while for Donald here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Donald might not let him out. Well, he should have hit up Kim Kardashian. She might would have.
He should have hit up 50.
Yeah,
what
right.
The Cardinals are. Nah, 50 gonna make memes of that dude.
That's a fact. 50 gonna
be on the next short but Shorty highlight reel.
50 a big old bully, man. He don't give a shit.
It's the New York water. I can't act like I'm any different. I be doing the same shit.
50 don't be bullshitting, boy. I swear he don't.
You
the
know,
biggest
man.
bullies come from New York.
Yeah.
You see, Trump don't be playing with nobody neither.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trump, hey, bro, Trump's something serious, dog.
Trump don't be playing with nobody.
Trump's
bro,
something serious.
He cutting off food stamps. Man, come on, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, vitiligo.
Yeah. He really black.
The man that got shot at, he done did everything you could do in the hood.
Yeah, true. But no, but for real, I think he definitely going. I think he knows that he going back in, but he's like, look, man, I don't care. I got to get this shit out. I got to get this shit off my chest. I got to let everybody know, man. I'm in this bitch in the first place for no reason. They trying to lie on me. They still got me in this
He gonna
bitch.
walk himself back in.
Oh yeah.
That, or he gonna have somebody affiliated to one of his baby mamas or something turn him in, and they could split the cash or whatever. Because it'll be dumb to let some other dude just come wrangle you up in some damn. It's a horse race. I'll tie your ass and drag you down there.
Yeah, that's gonna be some shit.
Hey, bro, if they offer a reward for his ass, you know they're gonna make him pay it back. So that means he's gonna do it all in the system.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
So shit.
Yeah, so he either gonna walk back in, be like, hey, my video done went viral, whatever, World Star done picked it up, Spiritual World, whatever. It done did the podcast circuit. So somebody gonna see this. And then he can walk back in because, I mean, at least I know if it was me, if I break out, I done got some good. I done got the neck that everybody owed me. I done seen it the back shot win the chain since I've been inside. You know, now they got money on my head. I'm turning myself in. You ain't finna get no bread off me.
Yeah, no, hell no.
I'm locked up and you in a new Escalade? Hell no.
That's a fact.
Thanks for that truck, player.
No, sir. No. I'll take a limo back to that bitch.
On God, I will. Style the profile in that bitch. Coming back to that bitch like I just won the goddamn championship. Like, yeah, we in this bitch.
Man,
we back.
Yeah, that's Louisiana, man.
My shoes, I took the laces out.
Hey, I mean, it's Louisiana, man. Well, I'm sure one of them dumbass niggas be like, man, you didn't say you had to be alive and bring that motherfucker back in.
Oh yeah,
that's cold blooded.
Yeah, that's where my money at.
So many of them got off. I'm like, some of y'all people ain't even had y'all pictures at first. Ain't nobody go to Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all in Louisiana, y'all could have jumped on a jet ski and made it.
Oh, them country bunkers ain't going nowhere.
Boy, crocodile don't taste that good.
Yeah,
alligator, I don't care what kind of alligator soup you got, boy. I want tacos. So please, come outside.
Hell yeah.
Man, listen, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, dog. So I'm gonna do a Euro step. I'm gonna do a Euro step over to this next topic, dog. And this is about your boy, Mr. Nasty Zion Williams. He going through it right now, bro. I don't think he know which way to go, bro. He can't get it. He can't get his shit right on the court, and he can't get his shit right off the court, bro. So apparently he going through some shit right now with what he was his ex-girlfriend, and now she's put some rape allegations on him, saying that allegedly he was raping her. So let's see what that shit's talking about, dog.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Cause this shit is crazy to me.
And sexually assaulted her. During this same incident, she alleges that Williams took her phone, threw it, choked her, and screamed at her for quote unquote talking too much. The woman also stated that during this encounter, Williamson emitted an odor of alcohol. Days later, according to the lawsuit, on October 10th, 2020, Williamson allegedly raped her again after she had told him she wanted to leave him and go visit some friends in San Diego. According to the suit, I want to read you this quote. These two incidents were not isolated. Williamson continued to abuse, rape, assault, and batter the plaintiff in California and other states, including Louisiana and Texas, until the relationship ended in 2023.
Whoever got them hair bumps, Lord.
23. So about 5 years of this.
Let it grow out.
2023, about 3 years of this. The incidents that they go on to lay out are heinous. I'll read you a couple. There's one where Jane Doe alleges Williamson strangled her to the point she reasonably feared for her life and eventually lost consciousness. In another incident, she said that he held a loaded gun at her head. In another incident, she said he kicked her and beat her with his hands. And what's perhaps more troubling is she said, according to the suit, when many of these wrongful acts were committed, Williamson was either drunk or on cocaine.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying, those are absolutely explosive allegations. Now, like Edward said, this is a lawsuit that was filed in LA. It's not a criminal investigation. They have not gone to police. That could obviously change, but up to this point, they have not yet done that. Now, as for Zion's part, guys, obviously these are, again, incredibly explosive allegations, and he has addressed them, and he has come out about as strong as you possibly could against allegations. An absolutely vehement denial from Zion Williamson's attorney. Here is part of his statement. If you want to read the entire statement, it's a lengthy one. It's on the TMZ Sports website. But in part, they say, Mr. Williamson and the plaintiff never dated, but did maintain a consensual.
Hold on, wait, what? So Mr. Williamson and the plaintiff never dated, but did maintain a consensual, casual relationship. That relationship ended years ago, and at no point during or immediately after that relationship did the plaintiff raise any concerns. Interesting.
Casual relationship. That relationship ended years ago. At no point during or immediately after that relationship did the plaintiff raise any concerns. Only after the friendship ended did she begin demanding millions of dollars. Mr. Williamson reported the plaintiff's extortion attempts to law enforcement. We understand that an arrest warrant was issued in connection with that report, and we are prepared to provide the court with documentation that supports these facts. Mr. Williamson also intends to file a counterclaim and seek significant damages for this defamatory lawsuit. So there it is, guys, right there. Zion says this is defamation, and he also says that the police have been notified about what's going on. They believe this is a shakedown, and they say that the police actually have a warrant out for her arrest. Although, for what it's worth, we have not yet been able to locate that warrant. So if it exists, and it might, we have not yet been able to find it. Bottom line is explosive claims from the Jane Doe accuser, the unknown accuser, and you've got Zion Williamson Mojo, who is saying, I did not do any of this stuff. And by the way, she has now defamed me, and we're going after her.
I mean, my goodness, talk about the rough start to a young
dog. That shit is wild.
That's crazy, bro. That is insane. Yeah, I don't. What do you think about it?
Listen, bro, I just think they coming after everybody in 2025, bro. They coming after everybody in 2025.
They come out the woodwork.
I think every man of significance, every black man in particular, black man, white man, whoever of significance, I need them to literally divest themselves from women at this point. And
but the thing is, it's not even chicks that they even currently involved with, some chicks they dumped fucking a while ago.
And that's what I'm saying. They need not even let me rephrase. Not even divest themselves from women. They need to pay. They need to have some more discernment and stop thinking what they did, bro. Because a lot of these women are doing way too much right now, dog.
Ooh, crazy.
If you see the chick that he was busting down, she looked like a red flag.
Hold on. The one he got a kid with, ain't she like a porn star or something?
Man, I don't know what she is, bro, but these hoes doing way too much, bro.
I'm pretty sure the girl that he got the kid with, or he'd say he was marrying or whatever, fucking did porn. Pretty sure.
The first chick, I think so. I want to say
not her future.
Yeah, it definitely ain't finna be right now if she win this lawsuit.
Shit.
Man, realistically, man, if you had an agreement, lead agreement to agreement.
Exactly.
That's what we're gonna have to start doing.
Don't check this out. Right now, when we on the ground level of this podcast, in the future, you run into me, don't toss me no ass and say you want it rough, then I give it to you rough. I'm
gonna record that shit.
Your head going through the drywall. I'm gonna let you know right now. Don't come back say I was fucking up the damn foundation of the house now.
On me,
no,
bro.
Realistically though, not all jokes aside, like motherfuckers been nasty for a long time. If folk have histories and porn and all this other stuff, whatever. If you selling it, let's face it, a lot of A, B, C list celebrities, a lot of their interactions, that shit come with a little something on the side.
Of course.
At least 80% of them, 20 might be genuine in the beginning with expectations of matching in the future from there on. Mm-hmm. But if you got your bag and you agreed to these terms and you ran through the bag and you have nothing to show for it, don't double back and try and demonize me because you ran out of bread.
Yep.
Just like this morning, I was in the chat. I'm pretty sure it was this morning. And in the chat on this other stream, they was talking about how Cat Stacks. Oh, yeah, it was another stream because they were talking about how rappers is paycheck to paycheck. Whoop-de-whoop.
Cat Stacks?
No, not Cat Stacks.
I ain't heard that bitch in a minute.
No. I was the one that brought up Cat Stacks. It was Superhead, Corinne Steffens. They're talking about how she broke. And I'm like, you done sucked off everybody that the black community done looked up to. How you ain't got a Pusha T, Wayne. I mean, come on, man. And you was with them in their prime. How you ain't got a bag? And then there was complaints. They was like, oh, she was complaining she ain't got a bag and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, okay, well, you blew it. Because once you wrote that book and you put everybody on Front Street, don't nobody want to fuck with you no more.
Yeah. 100%.
As a CEO of a company, if you snitch on my janitor, you're no longer welcome in my office.
Ain't nobody fucking with you.
That's a fact.
You put my janitor on Front Street? And you know that motherfucker here illegally? Well, what's going on right now? That man don't get ice in his drink no more. He's so scared of ice.
Right.
So that's when I brought up like, oh, well, Corinne wrote the book and whoop-de-whoop, so Cat Stacks took her place. And I mean, ice melted and got her.
Shit.
Man, she was doing the most.
But what they need to do, what these cats need to do before that shit even happened, because they know it's coming. They can blame that shit on her first. Say she raped me, and you good.
She ain't gonna believe that.
Hey, no, they ain't gonna believe. Hey, but make a police report. But then you say once she try to come back at you, that it's revenge, or she trying to get back at you, and then you're all good. Just say she took advantage of me. I just want to make a report, and that's it.
At this point, not to jump back into that first topic, I was trying to leave it alone. Them AI robots. I've been seeing them girls on TikTok. They mad at them AI robots.
hey, I'm telling you, you can create it just how you create this
comedian Harry O on Instagram. He got a mean little clip. I'm gonna send it to you, Courtney. I shared it on my thing. I don't know if you've seen it. He got a mean little clip. I was rolling.
Yeah.
But hey, you mean I could go on this app and be like, "Shut up, ho,"
like,
and I can watch the game in peace. I can hit floppy toppy and I can pick the speed. I can pick the phone level.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, bro.
All the jobs, bro.
Yeah. Hey, these OnlyFans girls, they're gonna be out of work.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be out of work tremendously. Now they ain't gonna be able to get nothing.
You mean I can order the Jetsons to the crib? I grew up on the Jetsons.
Hey, for real though.
She gonna roll up in a wave move.
We've been pre-programmed our whole lives to get used to robots.
Been preparing for this for a minute.
But yeah, no, I mean, realistically though, men and women need to figure out a way to just dead the bullshit. The way they did Shannon Sharp, that was egregious. Like, you met him at the gym, whatever you was doing, you let him get some pound town in. We didn't already heard him talking about that's my Michelle. I don't know if he was petting a pit bull or if he was really putting in some work. But if that's what sent Shorty over the edge, you should have hit him off behind the scenes. Like,
right.
You had to come. Then you came out of cake for like half his bag that he was finna get.
Yeah. Now you can't get it though.
Bag? I apologize, women. A lot of men, we lie to y'all. We tell y'all it's the best box we ever had. It really don't be hitting for shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
Hey, just don't read into that shit. That's
you
it.
and your friend circle be on the same shit. If you really want to be different, cough like 15 times while you ride it. You know, it's gonna contract real nice and grip, and hey, you might end up with a kid. When the wall's too tight, people don't pull out. You might end up with a kid, but hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Outside of that, come on, man. You can't go to Dante down there with the Louisville Slugger and come back to Shrimp Basket over here and think that.
That's the Shrimp Basket.
I mean, come on, man. They go get all these BBLs and shit. Y'all move the goalposts. For the last 2 years, every 15th status on your Facebook was how all these men got shrimp. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Then you go buy 2 more feet of ass.
That don't even look right.
Everybody shrimp then.
Yeah, shit don't even look right.
He couldn't get it.
Some of these ones, I don't
even when it was stopped. You done went and bought the bump kit.
I don't even get it, bro. How some of these chicks think that shit look good, man. Their legs be like this big, bro.
You look like ants, bro.
Hellcat wide body.
Like you really think that look good too? Jesus.
Then you got these noodle legs out here built like a damn shish kebab stick. You wonder why you for fucking state fair purposes only. Yeah, you for recreation. I can't take you serious.
This be at the pool, she's just floating up.
Yeah, you gotta rub Vaseline on your thighs just to hit so they don't stick to you.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
I'm sorry, I don't want no barcode booty. That's all I'm saying.
This man said, you said, oh, you say what? A barcode booty?
Yeah, I don't want no barcode booty. Man, booty got a QR code and shit. Shit got serial numbers and shit.
He said, I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of Shorty, bro.
What is the girl that said he did this shit?
Why she bad or she look like a sex doll?
Nah, that bitch look horrendous in my eyes.
But bro,
that's another thing too. All these dolls, a lot of these chicks is getting all these surgeries. They looking the way these dolls are getting built.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they looking fake as fuck.
Yep.
So when the shut up version come in the mail for $2,500, and you looking for $5 a month because your rent high,
you're like, yo, peace.
I don't know. I can get 2 of you every month.
Let me see. Let me go in. Let me see if I can find this joint.
Hey, but old girl said he raped her twice, like in separate occasions. And it's like, come on, man. That just don't even make no sense.
Each other.
Huh?
That's Shorty right there.
Oh.
That's Shorty?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the thighs don't match.
Oh yeah, she definitely got that. Both on both sides.
We need that Kendrick cam. What the 360? What the back look like?
Yeah, look at that Kendrick cam.
You see,
Okay. Oh yeah, she definitely porn.
I see the one leg up.
I'm trying to find a better.
She was hold on. She was in something, and it was about a BBL.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. I don't see a better one.
Fuck, what the hell was that on? I think she was the one clowning she was the one. Remember, she was the one that was clowning before. She was the one that was clowning before when he got married to the other chick.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, them titties look like they hurt. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, bro. I mean, no lie, bro.
You lie to me, but keep the lies at a minimum.
Hey, she looked like she
had a little A cup, went to a C. That's cool. You had A cup skin and you done stuffed some double G's in there. Now your damn shit look like 2 bags finna burst after I come back from the grocery store. It's over with. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. She looked like she could have been a dude before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
man,
them titties too fake.
To be honest, ain't no telling what these NBA niggas be on now, man. Because you know a lot of them be on some shit.
Why are you gay?
Hey, I'm not.
They be on a lot of this shit now.
Shit.
Hey, but so just to do a minor pivot.
Okay.
I got 2 of y'all here, and you know this yak talking. Do y'all believe that 10s exist?
No. No.
Just off a look.
Thank you.
It don't exist. Not at all.
Whatever your metrics is, do you believe a 10 exists?
Nah.
You gotta. Yeah. I don't think even the ones that are bad as fuck don't even think they're 10s. Like if you think some girl who's like legitimately bad, and she got the attitude and everything else, she don't even say she ain't no 10.
Well,
it's always girls who are below.
I don't trust men. This is just me. I hope this don't stir up the internet, but hey, if this shit go viral, make sure y'all follow the pod, man. We here every Tuesday. I don't trust men that, all they ever want is 10. Oh, hey, it's supposed to be Men's Mental Health Month. We got overshadowed. They threw the rainbow blanket on top of us. It's Pride Month. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all shorties is getting these surgeries. Y'all getting the titties. Y'all getting the ass, the lips, whatever. Y'all telling your gay best friend where you going. Bruh going down there and getting the same surgeries.
Same shit.
And that boy packing 11.5, no homo. So you the doctor made me look perfect. Now, buddy look perfect. And everybody chasing these 10s. Eventually, you gonna end up in a room sword fighting.
Yeah. You like, whoa.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
I need
100%.
No makeup.
Hey, and that's the thing though.
9s, 10s, y'all make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Especially if that body come with receipts. I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm good.
And the thing is, like, a 10 has to be universally bad.
Agreed.
Everybody don't agree. Like, I need to be able to take a white person, a black person, a Mexican, an Asian. Let me get 10 different races, nationalities, whatever. Sit them in a room. Boom. Go through a slideshow. Everybody, that's 10 people. All 10 need to say that they bad. All 10 not going to agree.
That's a fact.
I mean, they got to say, like, she bad. Not that she look good, but she bad.
So I'm going to need an 8. And that's without the makeup.
Yeah.
Because the women, every day is Halloween. I appreciate your costume party. You lie and say you do it for your homegirls. You really do it for me. You waste my goddamn money at Sephora. You stained on my white T-shirts. I got to keep an extra white T-shirt in the trunk. I ain't going to hug you no looser. I'm going to still squeeze that ass the way Kanye squeezed on Amber Rose.
Yeah.
That's why I need a natural so it don't pop. I don't need the bar.
Like, don't pop it.
Man.
Don't pop that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my skill in the 8.
Come on, this might be because this might be a crazy take for me because there was at one point when everybody was calling Beyonce a 10. I was like, nah, I never thought she was a 10. I thought she was okay. I thought she was a solid smooth.
She a Southern 7.
Amber Rose?
Exactly.
That's my Amber Rose.
Huh?
That's my Amber Rose.
No, Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce.
Because everybody said, "Oh, she a 10, she a bad." I'm like, nah. I mean, I've seen better looking chicks. To be honest,
Beyonce is a 7. If you want to use the Kevin Samuels metric of taking 7 out because that's everybody's comfort zone, I'm gonna put it at that adjustable 6.
Yeah. There's definitely chicks that are like better than her. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, I'll say. I think of me personally. I think Alicia Keys is better in her prime.
Alicia don't really be wearing no makeup. You talking
exactly? She natural as shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Straight natural.
Just saying. And
I'd be like,
but who we gonna put in there for the dark skins before they be like, oh, that's it.
Well, at one point before she got on that whole parade, it was Gabrielle Union. It was Gabrielle.
Gabrielle was bad.
Yeah, no. Gabby was it, but she started doing too much. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Instead of body positivities, Jill Scott, boy, the way she handled that mic.
Oh, so that on that body positivity. I'm supposed to get the fat ones, man. What you talking about, bro? Shit.
And she lost a lot of weight too, though.
There's levels to fat, though. See, my thing is, if you built like a body pillow, like a grub worm, hang it up.
Hey.
Call me at 11:45. Make sure the street lights on your block don't work. I ain't saying I won't hit. Hang it up. We don't need you in traffic. We don't need you in traffic fucking up these little girls' heads.
You got to wear all black. Everywhere we go, all black.
I'm pulling up in the ski mask, black Air Force Ones. It's going to look like a robbery. I need a fair exchange. I know you cook. Let me get that plate. I know them potatoes in there.
Like, I know that shit busting. Like, don't even play.
I ain't gonna fruit snacks. It's all right. You actually cook.
Oh, we got snacks in the crib.
Nah, see, stealing the snacks, that's the skinny women. They don't be cooking. You gotta leave with something. You gotta leave with something.
Shit.
Big baby gonna take care of you.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
I'm gonna take the trash out, big mama.
Oh, good.
Listen. So speaking of
outside the room.
So speaking of women, bro, I want to go ahead and pivot over to the main topic of the night, which was in the thumbnail and the title. This one here is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one.
What we got?
It's gonna be a solid one. So I don't know if y'all heard of that podcast, 8 at the Table, right? So
yeah, there's
a lot of talk about why men choose not to date women who were raised by a single mom. So they're having, y'all remember Rico and all that.
People do that?
Huh?
People do that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you suburban. I'm from the hood, baby.
See, hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. So it's that I think
I'm
that's
from the hood, daddy.
That's all you got.
Talking about all the way with the broomstick.
Hey,
don't worry about that. Let me slide.
They nobody.
So look, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Let's rock out.
Than a correlation of their actual relationship, but I won't date a woman who did not have her father there ever. I will never do it.
Right.
Because especially now as a father of a girl, I understand how impactful that love is. And I understand the way my daughter looks at me, she will never look at no one else that way, not even her own mother. So if that is absent in a woman, I feel like that is potentially a recipe for disaster for her to go down the wrong path. It's a void that I believe can't be filled by anything else. It doesn't matter how much money, it doesn't matter about a step parent, it doesn't matter how good it is. It's something that is empty that she may never know that it's empty, but it's an emptiness within inside that has a lot of potential to be detrimental to that person's character in day-to-day life. And I don't want to take on that burden dealing with that because I know that there's nothing that I can do to help fill that void. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is because somebody else's pain is I was
about to say, well, if you don't want to date someone that you know is going to be a burden to you.
But you don't know it until you're dealing with it. And then you're like, well,
that definitely wasn't
you start
to be red flag.
Well, yeah, but we think that the red flags could be like it's like the doctors. You can have a cough and you can be like, okay, it's a cold, and it turns out that it's cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes both ways. It's like I thought I could cure this, and I thought it wasn't that bad until you realize that this is life threatening, and oftentimes you don't really know until you persist and keep on going. And as you keep on going, you're going to develop feelings, and you're going to actually, you might even develop a family with this person.
You got to be able to walk away if the shit don't work. What if you have a girl who just has a bad relationship with her father? Not that the father was absent, but it wasn't the most impactful relationship in her life. What now?
I dated a girl who had a bad relationship with her father, and the bad relationship with her father. I was there while she was going through this bad relationship with her father, right? Her father and her mother started.
You on mute, player.
Is Shorty uncomfortable? She saw she saw that picture of herself on the screen. She's like, hold on, let me kind of cover these little rolls that I got right quick. But no, I mean, it's natural. You sitting down though, like she was Shorty, like relax, just sit in that, dog. Sit in that.
Hey, women and their insecurities. That little jelly belly ain't stopping nothing.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, just let it be, dog. You decided to wear it. Just rock.
You should have worn something to cover it up. She been all right.
She wanted to go to brunch. Now we got something to grip when we hunch.
There you go. There you go. Exactly. There you go.
Started getting divorced, and her mother was basically feeding her all of the negative information about her father, and ultimately she started hating her father, right? And throughout the course, I dated her for 2 years, and throughout the course, I felt like, and this is just my opinion from the outside looking in, as just a recipient, I felt like I started being treated different. But like she started looking at men differently because of her father, because of what her mother was saying about her father. And, we started having problems, and, that eventually ended. So I think that it's having a bad relationship with your parent. It could be beneficial. Like sometimes people use it as motivation, and we do see all these success stories and whatnot. But I personally, I'm not trying to take on that. Like
I have so much to say, I don't know where to begin. My brain is just like literally. I'm not gonna say that you're.
I said her brain on wild thornberries.
Right there. I remember that cartoon, bro. I remember.
Boy, we got to clip that one up.
I remember that. Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's a good one. I like that one.
Opinion isn't valid, but being a woman that was raised by my mother, and my dad was around when I was a kid, but once he did get incarcerated.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Incarcerated commercial is crazy.
It just sucks that you could say that basically a woman that was raised by just her mother is not she doesn't deserve the love from a man. Yeah, she didn't have that man that protect. That's basically what you're saying. Like,
I didn't say it. Hey, man, I said this man.
This man, and that's fine. But it sucks that men would look at a woman like that because she was raised by her mother. Because I think of the outstanding job my mother did with me and how she made sure that she provided tremendously, and I had great male role models around me. And I don't think that having a father or not having a father would have made me like, I think that it depends on the morals that your mother puts into you. It depends on what she builds in your life for you. I was in the best schools. I was in extracurricular activities after school. My mom did a really good job shaping me. So just speaking for the women who are out here raising kids alone because a man wasn't able to either step up and take the responsibility or make sure that his child was a priority, it's unfair because it's now like kids are being looked at as not as I don't even know the word for it. Yeah, like less than, because if a woman didn't have a father, it's a lot of women that are getting touched by their dads. There's a lot of women who are getting mistreated by their dads, abusing the mothers. And
here we go with this shit.
Of course.
All right. Of course. Here we go. Talking.
the home, putting trauma on the girls because they're fighting them, cheating on them, leaving them. There's so many different things that men are doing in these relationships. So it's not always good that the guy is in the home if he's not a good man. There's a lot of fathers, men in the home, dads, but they're not fathers. So a lot of people are not even getting the proper upbringing that you might think just because it's a 2-family home. It could be a lot of trauma going on in the household as well with fathers.
I'm not going to disagree on, just traumatic people bringing on traumatic situations to other people. But what I will say is like, all right, if you think about it, you had extracurricular activities, you played sports. Did you still miss your dad?
I miss my dad. He wrote me letters.
But that's what I'm saying. What happens is, as the other
my
parent,
dad, but I did have, someone that came in and did also like fill the void of that and also did a great job and also like made me understand, what it's like to have that male, I had a male role model in my life and someone who was a provider, someone who's a protector, someone I could run to, someone who he was like my hero, like when, once I didn't have my dad anymore. So I just don't think it's always just a negative thing if if a kid doesn't have, if a woman doesn't have her father in her life. Because just like for you had someone else step in and stand in place for you not having your dad, correct?
Yeah, and that's why I'm telling you that's bullshit. Because we can sit here and we can try to mask it up and make dog shit look like caviar all we want. At the end of the day, there's nothing that could fill that void. Your parent, my mom was a single mom, your mom was a single mom at one point, right? Our parents put us in extracurricular activities, basically busy work, right? Like it's going to shape you. But if you are too, like when you're a kid and you don't have that other parent and you're asking where they are, you want to know. And even if they told you,
saying you today are a failure because you didn't have your biological father. That's like saying you today are not not a great man because you're a great man. You're a great father. You're a great provider. You're a person that comes to work and does what you have to do. And you are successful in life. So what does you having your biological father have to do with who you are today? If you were raised properly or if life is going to shape you and
I
mold
also
you.
was arrested 3 times.
Well, you hear
I also, but by the
Were you
grace,
convicted?
I was convicted once.
That's actually
I was convicted once and arrested twice.
Did you do jail time?
And people with fathers
No.
go through the same thing. People with
But
fathers
that's
go through
because
worse.
I had
People kill
money.
their parents.
All right, so she ain't living in reality right now. What's y'all thoughts on it, bro?
Yeah, she I don't know. I mean, that's not really what I don't think that's really what he was asking. All the shit they were talking about. He was saying he don't want to deal with a girl who like her father's not in his life as far as like it's a choice. Like if the mom and the dad didn't get along, cool. But if you're like, I just hate this motherfucker or like whatever kind of shit like that, then I agree with him because I don't think unless to some extreme extent, like obviously the dad was touching him or whatever. I think really that's the only reason for you not to talk to him, unless they just decide they don't want to be in your life. But like for you to hold animosity to them and your other parent don't like is okay with that, then it's gonna be a disaster. Like it wouldn't even be cool. So even if the mom didn't get along with the dad, the mom still shouldn't be talking shit. The mom should push the kid to be around the father either way. That shit don't ever happen. So what I got from it is you're just gonna be screwed because what did that father do to you? You know what I'm saying? Like even with me, like I'll say some of my personal shit. Me and my mom we didn't have a good relationship at all, really. But like, if she needed some shit, I'm still there for her, And I'm gonna tell you the only reason, for real, is because my dad. That's the only reason I was like that. Cause I'm like, he's like, hey, well, she's gonna need you, so you need to fucking man up. So, and it wasn't like I didn't let no personal shit take a hold of it. It was just, hey, they go through their own shit. It is what it is. But hey, they're still your parents, so you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like you can't hold a grudge unless, like I said, unless they did something really bad to you. Then there's no reason to do it. You don't move on with life like that. So I agree with them. I wouldn't fuck with a girl who just can't like talk to their parent. And like I said, unless they did something really fucked up to you, even then I would say, hey, get over it. It'll make you a better person.
But why is in the conversation? Okay, we on the internet now. Fuck it. It is what it is. We next up. Why is it that when we hop on, AOL's You Got Mail's internet that
You got mail.
folks jump off the deep end. Where's the statistics that all these people's biological daddies is touching them?
Yeah, exactly.
That is weird.
That's some weird shit, man. That's some weird shit. If anything, it's gonna be the stepdaddy.
I've heard
if
of
anything,
boyfriend. I've heard of uncle. I've heard of cousins.
Yep.
Stepdaddy. Where's your biological dad? I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Right.
I've heard of instances of it happening.
Right.
Why do we
But it's
always
rare.
it's rare. Common.
Yeah.
Right.
It's rare. It's not something you should be popping in like it's something that happens. It's rare that happens. And I'll stand on top of that. I guarantee that's rare. Your actual real father would do that.
You were on programs. Let's say daddy might have got locked up. Mama got on Section 8 or whatever. Daddy got out. It took a while for him to get on. Mama just decided to stay on Section 8. Y'all was on food stamps, so you had free lunch at school.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad was hustling. Somebody ran off with the re-up. He was down bad for a month. He ain't give you no lunch money. You beefing with him.
Right. Get shit.
The fuck that got to do with me? I don't know if it's your daddy there or not. I'm from the hood, baby. We all got struggles. But no, honestly, for me, I get that, you know, when you're vetting for somebody you're going to be with, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, you always want to try and get the most pristine of circumstance, person, whatever. But at the same time, if you don't have your dad, you don't have your mom, you could be in a freaking foster system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is your moral standing is what I'm worried about. If your dad isn't there, that doesn't mean that you might not have a better moral standing than somebody that got two parents.
Mm-hmm.
We see it all the time. I grew up starting out in the hood. I mean, I ended up in better situations. My mama did get us to the suburbs and everything, and I commend her for that. She did her thing. I'm not going to take nothing from it.
Right.
But at the same time, if I wanted to go be a little badass, that was on me.
Right.
It don't matter if she was there or if my daddy was there or whatever, because we see all the time, you get the people from the hood trying to make it out the hood, some by any means, some by the proper means, whatever. And then you get the people from the suburbs, y'all got everything handed to you. But you constantly over here in the trenches and trying to do what we're trying to get away from, to be cool. Not knowing that when you go to bed at night, you cool to us. Your daddy dropping you off in the AMG. We got this clapped out C-Class that's 20 years old. You see all the OnlyFans chicks. They might post a BMW steering wheel, a Benz steering wheel. They don't never post the interior.
Yeah.
Your car is a naturalized citizen. You got that from Copart auction for $2,500.
Here's the thing though, coming from, and this is me coming from, you know, I'm one of those cats. Fortunately, I didn't come from the hood, right? My parents, I grew up with two parents in the household. You know, we grew up in the middle class type shit. But, you know, it wasn't like we were rich or no things like that. But I didn't have to want for anything. But also, I also had to work for different things, right? And so the way that I look at it in this aspect is, myself personally, I wouldn't date a chick that was raised by a single mom just because of the different values. Now, that doesn't mean that other chicks that grew up with a single mom may not have the same values as me. But typically speaking, a lot of times I have dated chicks, you know, that didn't have their fathers in the household. And a lot of times we didn't align. And so their thought processes and their morals were slightly different from mine. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. No, you just good. You just here for a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not a long time. And so to answer to Pam's point, Yeah, there are situations where we're not saying that it doesn't happen because we do know that, but the likelihood of an actual biological father touching on his kids is far less likely than it would be versus a stepfather, a boyfriend, a cousin, or something of that sort. There's a rare occasion where you're gonna see the actual biological father touching on his daughter. There's a rare occasion on that. Not saying that it don't happen, but compared to stepfathers, cousins, and different things like that, yeah, you're gonna hear more so about the stepfathers and cousins than you will the actual biological father touching on the kid.
And to be honest, I don't mean to cut you off, but one
No,
thing.
you good.
But I think I think even more than that, I think a lot of it is if the dad's not in the house, I think the mom lies about it a lot of times. Maybe like allude to it. And I think a lot of that goes on, and the kid just think that happened. They don't really, because they can't really remember, but you know what I mean? Because that's kind of like a lie that the mom has brought up to justify not being around the father.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I hear that happens a lot, man. Like kids don't remember, and they'll be like, "Yeah, this is what happened. That's why, and blah." They'll go with that story for their whole life.
I mean, and I'm like, to Pam's point, so we don't tell, we keep quiet.
Right.
I get it. What's that movie? I think it's Eve's Bayou.
Oh,
where
yeah.
Shorty's dad got drunk and was,
Mhm.
I get it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Yep.
And at the same time, if people ain't telling, then yes, we will never get the accurate stats. But at the same time, that's not a father's main intention.
Yep.
Now, do you have people that are just weird and whatever? Yes, you do. But at the same time, we talking about dating the daughter. For me, just coming from seeing the highs and lows of life and all walks of life on multiple continents, different countries, states, whatever. For me, I don't use uncontrollable variables to judge somebody, is what I'm driving at pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't care if your daddy's there or if he served in Vietnam and died at war and your mom died in a helicopter crash, whatever. What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What are you working towards? Okay, I might be with you for a little bit. You might have certain bad habits. Boom. When I address those bad habits, how quickly can you address those habits and change them to align with what I have going on? Now, if you're unwilling to budge or you start comparing me to this person and that person, because if I'm dating somebody, everybody get a clean slate. I'm with you. I don't care what Shaquisha and Keisha did to me. That's them. They had their own traumas that led them to do whatever they did. Boom, it's me and you now. Let's lock in. So if you holding me to what Dontavius and Keyshawn did, then I ain't really got too much for you. How much longer is you gonna trade guts before I find a replacement? We could just end this right now and I'll go find a replacement.
Yeah.
You'd be good to go.
Because your homegirl got two parents at home and I might want to go try it.
Yeah. It might be all good then. Shit.
Well, no, but the thing is, see, because I grew up following the Christian word. My grandfather was a bishop. That's who raised me as far as the father figure goes. And, pretty much from what I gathered in the word, when you find your person that you lock in with, it's you and that person versus the world.
Right.
Realistically, I don't give a fuck about your past.
Yeah.
Going forward, can we align enough to where I know that rain, hail, sleet, or snow, you got my back, and you know that rain, hail, sleet, or snow, I got yours.
Yeah.
If you fight me along the way and we got war in the house, we can never win the battles outside. So if all your traumas are stopping you from letting me in to help you move forward, then yeah, we don't align. I don't care if you got 2 parents, 6 parents, 1 parent, no parent.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like how a lot of people just judge people off the rip out of uncontrolled variables. And I don't judge nobody for it. I mean, hey, Court, you know, if you had a 5, 6, 7 game streak where these was all daughters of single moms and they fucked up, then hey, you didn't. Your pie chart shows that hey, this section of the pie chart, it just ain't looking promising. I got to try something else, and I get it. And that's where another thing is everybody, I feel like, shoots themselves in the foot because everybody like, oh, that's my type, that's my type, that's my type. I don't got no type.
I feel it.
Yeah, no, you just gotta move with it. But no, I mean, I'm with you.
Wet. Or you can be like, you know, I thought I could still pick up by 350. I at least gonna be able to pick you up, you know, get 2 hops in the bounce. But you know, as far as you know, oh, she gotta be a baddie. No, a lot of people dusty because they broke.
Yeah. Get some money behind you, look better. You look a little better.
Man,
Get some money.
All these celebrities, look at their mugshots before that money really came in.
Look at Glorilla. Look at Cardi B. Look at Audemars. Man.
Look at Gucci Man mugshot.
Gucci Man. Wombat. Man, all up.
Hey, jail helped that motherfucker out, bro. Clean his ass out real quick.
Hey, so sometimes people gotta lock in, get a bag, start eating healthy. Your skin gonna clear up. The wrinkles gonna start going missing. The bags under your eyes. You get some sleep again. And you know, so I don't really look at a lot of superficial stuff. What's inside? We can work on the outside. I mean, as bad as it sounds, we was talking about we was demonizing BBLs and stuff earlier, but hey, if you flat as an ironing board, but you was the only one that made sense mentally, we might have to take that trip to Mexico. It is what it is.
Hey, listen, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, fam. I can't do it. I rock with the flatty, bro. I can't do it, dog.
Hey, some flat is too extreme. I've seen some inverted booties.
Yeah, bro.
No.
No.
I need to be able to put one finger at least under the cheek and it bite.
And a grip. The booty check.
Just a one finger bite.
Get the booty check going.
Let me get a 1/4 inch shadow. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, but that thing, me, like, I'm not. What I got from that whole the dad thing. Now, yeah, if it's uncontrollable, yeah. I mean, no, I wouldn't give like if on my whole thing is if he was around and she doesn't talk to him, then for me, I've had this happen multiple times. I've never even paid attention to it. Or, you know, like with girls, either like one parent or a family member, they just don't, like someone who's real close, like a brother or someone else, they don't talk to him. It always ends up to where I'll do something. Well, that bitch will never talk to me ever again. So like if that rolls in there, yeah, I've had that happen a million times. So like if that rolls into how they are, like especially with a family member, I just decide not to really fuck with it because that means like I'm gonna do something to piss you off for sure. That's gonna happen. Like that, like, and it could be I could piss you off real bad. So, but if you can't
I'm looking to piss you off.
Yeah. So you can't. If that tells me you can't get over shit, especially with a family member, then I don't think we're gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to happen. So, but no, if it's something that's uncontrollable, like you know, again, like if something happened that shouldn't have happened, or that person's not there, no, I wouldn't judge no one for that. That's something you can't control. But like, it just depends on how you roll. But I think if that person is there and you choose not to talk to them, then I probably can't fuck with you.
Maybe I might just be the shallow one here. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, fam. Listen, and the thing is though, is because again, it could be directly the direct experience that I may have had. Also, there's experiences that I've seen through other people looking at it from a third point of view. And a lot of times the morals and the things that I see from different women who grew up without a father in the household versus the women I've seen grow up with the father in the household is totally different. And I just tend to align with the ones who grew up with the father. Now, again, like I said, that just could be me in the way that I grew up, right? So that could just be my skewed way of thinking, my skewed way of looking at the situation. Like, hey, these women that I've dealt with over here on this side of the spectrum, yeah, they may have been good people, they may have been down for it, but the way that I'm looking at certain situations, the way that I look at, you know, are the future and where I'm looking at, it ain't aligning with me because the shit that you saying, it don't sound good to me. Like it's not sounding right to me because at any given moment, you ready to dip the fuck out. But if I say something out of pocket, or I may do something that's slightly different than what you may see, like, nah, I don't know if I can stick around. I don't know if I can stick around with this because now you got these daddy issues. Versus this other chick, she understands what it means to be in this long situation. She know what it means to stick it out. So if I do something crazy or do something that might be a little bit different, she's like, all right, I understand that. Let's work this out. Let's figure this shit out right here because I'm here for the long run, not just for a short term. So that's how I look at it like that. And again, it could just be my skewed way of thinking.
No,
like, you know what I'm
you're
saying?
right. I mean, you can't be 100% right. You can't be 100% right, but like, I get 100% what you're saying because most girls who grew up with their father, they listen to men. Like they don't have a problem with it. But most times, ones who grew up with just a mother, they kind of sometimes they'll fight certain things that you will say and you will do because we move totally different, man. Like with girls, I mean, girls are driven as fuck. Like they'll go and do some shit, and it works out for them the first time. A lot of dudes, like with me, I have to think about shit. I have to think a lot and have to play it out in my head. I have to play it to make sure it works. And for a lot of women, that shit don't work. They'll be like, yo, like, and that's just one example. But like how things work. And then what if a woman has grown around a man, they'll know how struggles men have. And sometimes you want that shit to be perfect, or you want to make sure it's going to work. And sometimes it might take a little bit longer, but some chicks get it, some chicks don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just one example of it.
Yeah, and I mean, to Court's point, I'm not gonna say that you shallow or nothing. You had your experiences. I mean, you played sports.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. When I ran track and was on the soccer team and whatever, my thing was I wasn't looking for nothing serious at the time. So
yeah,
I mean, maybe I just was.
You doing what I was doing, man.
I knew, what I wanted to do.
I was doing the same thing. Look, I don't get it twisted.
No, I know.
Hey, when you're doing that, you don't discriminate, player.
I get it. And my thing is, I started life in toxic environments. Like at my corporate job, I joke all the time that, hey, I'm learning how to be one of y'all because I was born in the zoo. I was born in the Bronx, New York. It's the zoo.
Yeah.
We in the projects. It's pimps and players everywhere. You don't know how to respect a woman. You just know how to use a woman to get what you need. So as you grow older and you mature, you kind of, be like, oh, okay, well, shit. A lot of this stuff that I learned was pretty drastic. This shit type crazy.
Yeah.
Let me dial some shit back. Like, matter of fact, I might have damaged a few shorties. Let me see if I still got in line. Like, hey, ma, I ever do you wrong? Like,
I'm sorry.
Like, I did not mean to contribute to your traumas, but I was in my own trauma. You know what I mean? Hurt
I'm
people.
sorry.
It is what it is. Like, can we move forward? If you don't want to forgive me, that's fine. I'm just asking here before God to say I did my part. But like for me, I just, as much as I say that I'm toxic or whatever, I also have a toxic level of trust in people. Like I'm not gonna just throw somebody to the wayside because I hate somebody to just judge me off rip and throw me to the wayside, which I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of times it's bit me in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
A couple times it's paid off. I've had a couple shorties. The only reason I wasn't with them for the long run was because, due to the nature of my mom's jobs and stuff growing up, she was getting to that bag.
Right.
She got degrees in industries where that paper was flowing.
Ooh.
So sometimes, hey, this job said we got to relocate to XYZ in the next 72 hours. Pack up, let's go. I can't even tell a shorty goodbye.
Like I'm out.
She thinking I'm running off on her.
Yeah.
That could be a toxic experience to her.
Yeah. True.
So, now she like, oh, was I not enough? Was I this? Was I that? whoop-de-whoop. Now the next person coming like, oh, this is a child of a single mom, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So she gonna be fucked off. She fucked off because Jay left. The daddy ain't even a factor. Jay sold her all these promises, but Jay wasn't of age to even own his own humble abode. And he up and moved in the middle of the night, and she ain't had no answers.
Yeah.
I mean, women try to get closure more than men. Men will tell you they want to go get some closure. I just want the headache. Their mouth so.
He said he want to bust it down one more time and call it back.
Our experiences have been way different, man. I've been the one trying to get the closure. The chicks be fucking running to get away from my ass.
Well, you see, that's where you gotta tap into that side. You gotta demon dick these bitches. No, I'm just playing. Don't do that. That's how you get your car. That's how you get your car key. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna be at $50 special.
Them chicks be like, yeah, man, I'm way too good for you.
But at the same time, though, like the thing is, just because the chick struggled and she didn't have a full 360 structure there, she has to want better. So they running from you, whatever. Shorty don't want better because at the same time, she gonna have to learn. I mean, the same way we learn things from movies. Pam brought up a solid point. I was able to tie that to a movie, Ease Bayou.
Yeah.
Shorty came home. Daddy was drunk. Shorty 12 looking 24.
Damn.
Why? I don't know. But hey.
Yeah.
Now you got two choices. Yeah. You go tell mom and that dies between you and mom, or you just cry in the closet for the next 20 years until somebody unlock that from you and you get past that.
Yeah.
But if you don't tell anybody, that eats you up inside, everybody's like, why do you resent your dad? And you can't tell nobody.
Yep.
Let's face it, nowadays, people are a little bit more free to tell stuff because you have like minds of people that went through things and they're a little bit more willing to kind of go off the ledge with you down to a certain degree. But back in the day, let's face it, all you had to do was make it to a certain age. You was OG. You need to respect off the rip.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But then our generation came along and was like, nah, fuck y'all. Y'all be disrespecting us for the free.
You ain't lying.
You don't earn our respect. We're not respecting you.
Like, I ain't respecting you just because you older than me. What you think this is?
Hey, y'all
you happen to make it to 72 and now I'm supposed to respect you?
Shit. Yeah,
like Lil Ray ain't tell me how you was a neighborhood snitch back in the day and the reason he broke up with his baby mama and all. Come on, bro.
Yep.
You was a messiest person in the hood.
Yep.
I'm supposed to respect you just because you happen to make it to old age? Boy, you on witness protection. That's why you made
it. Hey, let me like them.
Man, y'all get these likes up, man.
But oh God, make sure y'all liking the live. See, I like that. But yeah, I mean, like I said though, it just goes to show you though, everybody has their outlook on it and their different thought processes on it. But I think that a lot of men, I think the reason why a lot of men, I'm not gonna say all men, but I think that's why a lot of men are divesting themselves from the women who are dating, who have grown up in a single parent household because they've experienced it, a lot of them, and now it's like, hey man, I keep getting this same result from these same type of chicks. And the common denominator is this chick never grew up with the father in the household, and every time I give this chick a try, there's always some bullshit behind it. So instead of me continually keep doing this, keep trying to find that needle in the haystack, I'm gonna shoot for this chick over here because it seems as if it's more stable over here. She understands what it means to be in a relationship. She understands what it means. She understands the dynamic. And I know we're in this new modern day of dating where
that's dangerous too, though.
Yeah, where a lot of people are talking about, where it's, it's equality type shit. But when you're dating someone who grew up in that aspect of a two-parent household, they already understand the dynamic. It's like, it's one of those things where what's understood don't need to be explained. You understand that there's going to be times where, you know, you may have to fit front the bill, because again, a lot of people lost their jobs during the pandemic, and if they were in relationships, hey, listen, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta nut up, and you may have to work a little overtime while I find this other job, but you holding me down throughout this. I'm only down for a little bit, but you holding me down at this time. And so some women understand that, but now you got these women nowadays, a nigga can't even have the potential to grow and build. Now these shits are, look, man, I need you already at the finish line before you trying to date me. What you talking about, dog? You don't even understand what the meaning of building the foundation actually is. You talking about you want me at the finish line. So now if I'm already at the finish line and you talking about now I got the opportunity to be with you, you still got to understand you're gonna be on my program. So you want my money, you want my benefits, you want my resources. So therefore, if I tell you you need to jump, that means you're gonna tell me how the fuck high.
But that's where a lot of women don't understand that they unlock men's toxic side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You want me to be at the finish line. Don't be mad when I have hoes.
Exactly.
If you there the whole time, check what? Hey, I respect you. I'm not gonna do it, but yeah, you get me the finish line.
For myself, I had lots of sleepless nights.
Yep.
I wasted so much money in Jergens. I should have bought stocks. Them AI OnlyFans was getting me through. I finally got enough money where I can get some real 3D IRL skins.
You tripping?
5 out of 7 days of the week, you telling me no.
Yep.
But you want to be with me, and I respect it. You mop the floors, you cook, you wash dishes. My clothes be half-ass clean every once in a while. I gotta help you fold and put them up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
This shorty down here said she could help you out with it. Y'all a team.
That's why
now
I say, man.
Now you a team. Like, hey, you don't feel like cooking today? Don't worry about it. I'll get some down the street. That's
Well, no, you wanted us to go out and be your everything. You want us to show up and be your everything. Then we show up and we are everything, and you still 60% of what we need.
Yeah, that's why I don't get. That's why I don't get that shit, man. I don't get that. That 50, that whole like, come when you accomplish, you got money. Like I'm saying, if I had enough money, that's why I say, even if I have enough money, my girl's still gonna work. And if she does not work, I'm gonna expect like you. She cannot fucking go back on me on anything. Like I mean, nothing.
Well,
like whatever I say, it has to go.
There's some toxic possession to where I don't necessarily know if I want my shorty to be in everybody's face like that.
You mean like working?
Yeah.
That's gonna be out there working.
No, because look, you go to think. I chose you. You with me. You wanted me complete, right? I'm complete. I'm the only one that could piss you off. Don't go to work and come home and tell me what the fuck Dante done did. I don't give a fuck about Dante, bitch. I chose you.
No. My thing would be more like, well, all these goddamn Amazon boxes here. Like, holy shit. None of this shit. Hey, I mean, I didn't buy that. Okay, cool.
Hey,
you bought me this. Okay, cool.
You came complete though, right?
What's that?
I said, but you went out there, you busted your ass, you came home.
Yeah, for me to spend it.
All right, look here, mama. I understand you got a shopping problem. I'm gonna give you $1,000 allotment a month. If you do 1050, we got problems.
That's why I say I'd rather have our own money and work.
Matter of fact, I know your kryptonite is you don't want me talking to these other bitches.
Mm-hmm.
You spend 1051. I'm going to that bitch house.
Please spend some more money. Like, come on.
You want to keep me in check? Keep yourself in check.
Please spend some more money.
Hey, that's a parameter. You still get the blow bread. You can buy a lot of stuff off Amazon for $1 a month. Shit, these shorties goddamn, they dressing up in socks off of Temu.
Yeah, that's bad.
Their whole outfit fit a little Pokeball.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
One size fits all, and boy, oh boy, do they make sure it is one size fits all.
One size fits
got to be tight.
Like, big baby, You know that was not designed for you.
And you still decided to put it on because you confident. Good man, you better sit the fuck down
No,
somewhere.
because then Big Baby put it on. She got that fake ass leather jacket over half of the shit.
Are y'all talking that Uber chick?
Like you out here looking like a goddamn
God.
shit. Come on, man. Why you gonna do that? You done fucked off the whole screen. Did you go to her page?
I saw that shit, bro.
Did you see on her page? She was doing a music video shoot. She was sitting in the trunk of like a 02 Trailblazer, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
She had a pit bull.
Yeah.
Wasn't too much more room in the back of that Trailblazer.
Oh man, that girl's
And
fucking
you was
a mess.
mad because somebody told you, do not blow out my AutoZone suspension on my Uber.
On my Honda. And this was so funny. This was the funny part for me though. Shorty, Buddy turned around and said, "Look, you can't fit in here." She said, "Yes, I can. I've been in the Ubers before." Man, dog. I said, "Nah, fam. Nah, she can't. There's no way she this delusional. There's no way she this delusional. You and this is I think it was it the Honda Civic?
No, it was like small. It was like one of the smallest Benzes. One of those like 250 or something.
I'm like, fam, the back seat is small.
I
You
don't
can't even fit a leg in that hole.
My big ass can't even get in the back.
It is. I seen Shorty hop in what's the Uber Blacks? The Suburbans?
Yep.
I couldn't see the interior. She stood in the doorway. I couldn't see the interior.
It was stretched. But no, your girl, and no, she said some shit. I ran across. Dude.
Hey, when she wear her shoes, y'all watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
You see how the Ginyu Force shoes be looking on their feet?
Yeah.
Dude, hold on. No, did y'all see the shit where she was talking about that her stomach flat, but she got a belly?
Oh, say what now?
Oh no, bro. She was talking about, yeah, my stomach flat, but my belly down. She was saying some dumb shit.
Yeah, that shit.
I was like, what? Bro, because she always wear this, like, it's not even a damn illusion though, but it is. It'll show like a piece of a top of her stomach, and for some reason, she that illusion says that she got a flat stomach, bro. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know where she living in.
I don't know what you talking about, but okay. But you know some dudes in that DMs just fucking blowing her up, bro.
Oh yeah, of course. There's always somebody who ready to bust that down.
I ain't gonna be an asshole. I mean, shit. If she smell like cherry blossoms, I might play with her belly button or something.
I don't think she smell like cherry blossom. Hey, I don't think so, man. I don't think she gonna smell like cherry blossom player. I don't know.
This nigga said
you live up one of them rolls, player. I think gonna get another smell.
You say if it smell like cherry blossoms and shit, I might take.
Oh yeah, fam. I did see her on Breakfast Club. They have to pull the whole couch out.
Oh
yeah. We saw that. She's like, come on now,
She was
this
like-
what I'm talking about. This hospitality.
She was like, accommodations. Thank you.
Bro, she was out of breath the entire time.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I had a couple big girls. They ain't that bad. I ain't none that big though.
Hey,
The ones I had, they could still run a little bit.
hey,
Okay,
I don't know.
I don't think she can run. I think if she tried to start running, she gonna fall as soon as she start. 1,000%.
Hey, she got a strong heart.
I put a parlay on how many steps she could take before she fall though.
Put that
No,
parlay
she,
on.
she did fall on stage. She was on stage and fell backwards.
So they're trying to twerk on. Trying to do
Oh snap! I did see that joint on TV.
Yeah, trying
She
to do
was
the
like
man,
a roly-poly.
doing the man just down your knees and shit, bro. Like, hey, what you got going on, bro?
Oh shit!
Realistically though, we gotta stop. Like, I get it. People like having their representation and shit, whatever. We gotta stop with this body positivity shit, man. Like,
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
if the only thing positive is your weight on the scale, it's not
yeah,
it.
yeah. It ain't. You shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't be out there clowning people, making people feel like shit. But if you come out and you acting like, you know what I'm saying, some shit you not. Like, I'm not gonna come out here and fucking, have no shirt on and be like, yeah, I'm fucking ripped, bro. Like, you need to light my ass up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what happened. I'm not saying like someone just walking down the street, someone just doing something. You talk shit about them. I wouldn't do nothing like that. But like, if you out there, you put it out there.
I hate taking my shirt off.
Yeah. I remember
back when I was a skinny, lanky ass track runner. You know what I'm talking about? I got the V cut at the waistline, 6-pack outside. Now I got a dad bod, man. You know what I mean? I shot a couple out and kept them. So like,
if you work for it, you work hard for it, and you do it, bro. Take that shit off. But
I ain't work hard yet. I got to get back in the gym.
Yeah, shit, me too, bro. I've been saying it for like 4 years, but it's gonna happen.
And that's but that's why I don't like the body positivity shit, because as men, we can hold ourselves accountable. Like, hey, I don't like the way I look in the mirror.
Yeah,
right.
You motherfuckers will look in the mirror and be like, I don't like the way I look, but then they hop out in traffic and be like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. Okay, so riddle me this. Damn, I be jumping off the deep end like that. Y'all just gonna laugh?
Yeah.
I know where it's going. It's going riddle. Anytime a nigga say riddle me this, some shit coming behind it.
Yeah, you already know it's gonna be something good coming.
Shit coming behind it.
You know what? Y'all my cousins. Fuck y'all.
Let him go. Let him cook.
Yeah, you see, Lizzo was talking about that body positivity. Now she realized, like, shit, I need to lose some of that weight.
No, she got a boyfriend. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Lizzo is sensitive. I'm gonna skip past her.
Yeah. She started talking shit.
I was gonna say earlier on, I was gonna bring her name up. She's sensitive. I ain't trying to go viral that way.
You said I ain't trying to go viral that way.
Hey,
I'm
well,
gonna
now,
healthy discourse. We need
now,
positive viral clips.
I'm just saying she look a lot better now than she did back then.
Hey, she is. Hey, she put in that work. So hey, I mean, I give it up to her.
Oh yeah, I'll save her my singular wireless phone now. You know that free nights and weekends. Yeah, she called out. Hit me after 9, baby.
I answer.
Nah, but that ass. So my thing is, you got women with their girls code, and you got these girls that are like, oh, I'm a girl's girl, this, that, and the third, right?
Yeah.
And they'll get in friend circles, and we know the leader of the group is an 8, and the back end of the group, she a 4.5 with makeup on. If it rain outside, she a 3. Like outside of that, we really don't want to see her.
It'll be a 2.5, man. You know, shit.
But everybody goes out to brunch 6, 7 deep at the table, and they're like, "Oh, go bitch, use a bad bitch, do your thing." Okay, so now when you get in a relationship with a chick and a shorty in your DMs, you ain't even really entertaining the bitch. She just, she might have said she liked your haircut for the day. You said thank you. Now you're like, oh, you just talking to all these ugly bitches now? Well, no, I thought all bitches were bad bitches.
Yeah, all bitches are bad bitches. What you mean? We raise you up the whole time?
So when we watching all these I forgot what podcast. I think it's was it the Is What It Is podcast?
It's what it is.
Who's that podcast with the white dude that had that super big? She was like the white version.
Oh yeah. The What's Up podcast.
Yeah, What's Up?
Yeah.
So you seen that shorty that was on there?
The one she had the pretty face, but was fucking yeah.
It was that shorty that was just like
I know what you're talking about.
Watching boo. She was whatever boo.
Is she the one? Is she the one? Because there was a couple of them. Was she the one that said like that? She does like she's a model. Is that the one that her?
And she was just exorbitantly big.
Big, like real big. And she thought she was a
like,
shit though.
The other chicks that probably was on OnlyFans modeling, she's probably like 3 of them in one. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
So if all the girls in the room hype her up and tell her that she a 10,
yep.
Then I go hit. Why y'all mad at me for? I hit a 10.
Hey. Oh, the girls be talking mad shit. They be talking mad shit about you. Like you ain't got no standards.
If all the shorties are 10s and we hit 40s, it's 10s for everybody.
And try and do this, compare her. Like you look just like her. Man. you do some shit like that, well, she will give you that death stare, probably burn a fucking hole through your face.
Yeah, but my thing is like, I'm not saying women gotta be like men and just straight, because you know, men.
Yeah, we talk shit. But the thing is, when
you
we
have
say
an off day as a man, your boy's going to grill the fuck out of you. You're going to cry in the car.
But when we say it though, it's still kind of like, yo, bro, I'm trying to help you out. But if a girl says some real shit, she's gonna be she gonna say that shit that will cut you, like it will break you down. I mean, girls, I don't know. I don't think they have a way to say something that's true and not be a bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they have a way to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be, if they're gonna say something that's true and it's not like, I won't say nice, not nice, but if it's true and it's not complimenting, it's gonna come off bitchy as fuck.
No, it is, but it's just like, stop telling me that I'm talking to all these little ugly bitches. Who your little friend? My friend is a 10, goddamn.
Yeah. You said
y'all
by your standards. Like, by your standards, that's what I'm going by your standards.
Listen, bro. We got another topic to go. We got another topic to go to, bro. And this one here really finna,
we can go all night.
This one here really finna make some people pissed off right here. So yeah, I'm gonna be specific. This gonna really piss the black community off.
I got my juice. We good.
You got your juice.
I got mine. We good. I had to refill real quick. So, so we going to this different topic, bro. And there's this black lady, there's this black woman. She talks about the Black American culture is dying, and the ghetto blacks are to blame. So we're gonna see what she got to say about this. Right? Then we're gonna talk about it. This is a different one. Yeah, this is a different one. So let's get into it.
That nobody asked for. I am sick of seeing Black Americans in the media, on social media, in the news, doing crime, walking around next to naked, the women, the men perpetuating gang violence, substance abuse. The absolute worst of our community is oversaturating the media, even though they make up a small percentage of all of Black Americans. The decay of our morality within Black communities has been slowly declining over the past 20 years, and no one is talking about it. No one is saying anything about it or trying to address it. And if you do, you are often told that you're policing Black bodies. If you say Black women, stop getting on the internet and in the media, twerking, walking around with little clothes on. People tell you that you're policing bodies, policing Black bodies, or it's respectability politics. If you are Black and you speak your piece on what we're seeing in the media, if you don't like seeing the low morality that is often portrayed about the Black community in the media, from the trap music to the Black women twerking in music videos and all over social media, the Sukihanas and the Sexy Reds of the world. If you are Black and you take issue with it and you talk about it, you are usually called bourgeois, sedity, uppity, it's respectability politics, you're policing Black bodies and the like. And it's like, no, I'm Black too. And as such, this being my ethnic culture as well, I have a right to have something to say about what I'm seeing going on. Your average Black American is a middle-class, working-class, blue-collar Jane and Joe. The ghetto subculture, Black ghetto subculture that we see often portrayed and over inundated and oversaturating the media, those Black Americans make up a tiny, tiny percentage of Black Americans as a whole, but somehow they're in the media, overcompensating in the media, oversaturating the media. I know I don't just speak for myself when I say that I'm sick of seeing it, that it's gross, that it is destroying what Black culture actually is. It's co-opting Black culture as a whole and making it seem as though all of Black culture is ghetto subculture. I'm not the only Black American who takes issue with it. Because like I said, majority of Black America is middle class, not in the ghettos, not out here perpetuating gang violence, promiscuity, and everything else. And I don't care if you claim it's respectability politics. I guess so be it. Because this is gross. It's getting really gross out here how blatantly disrespectful and low class we're acting on social media and in the media on the internet, on TV, and you can claim that this is someone else's set of moral standards, but no, it isn't. It isn't. Look at Black America in the 50s, in the 60s. Our moral standards back then drastically different from what we have today, or what we're convincing ourselves is a moral standard today. Every racial group on the face of the planet has their own ghetto subculture within their respective racial and ethnic groups. This is the case for everybody everywhere: white people, Asian people, Mexican people, you name it. The difference is that those racial groups and those ethnic groups do not allow their ghetto subculture to co-opt the entire culture as a whole and to represent the entire culture as a whole. They don't allow it. Everybody else within that respective ethnic group or cultural group or racial group has a right to say how they want to see themselves represented in the media, what they want to see and what they don't want to see, who gets to speak for them and who does not. Except for when you're a Black American and you have something to say about the way that you see Black Americans being portrayed in the media, and you have a critique for your peers. You can't do it because it's respectability politics if you attempt to do it. Or you're judging your peers by a set of moral standards that somebody else created, which is a farce. From the Reconstruction era down through the 60s, Black Americans had their own set of moral standards and social protocols that we adhered to. Ask your grannies, ask your great grannies, they'll tell you. I have had just about enough of seeing Black culture being drugged through the muck by other Black Americans who are perverting it and turning Black culture, something that is beautiful, into something perverse, showing their ass on the internet all the time. The men are constantly rapping and talking about gang violence. Our children are uneducated and stupid. We've created a cultural standard of promiscuity and single motherhood. And when a Black American goes to critique and judge our peers, our fellow Black Americans, and critique the condition of our neighborhoods today, they're shut down. That's respectability politics. You're policing Black Americans. If that's what it is, so be it. So be it. It needs to be said. And in order for us to attempt to escape accountability or responsibility on our own part, we claim that the conditions that we see in Black communities is being caused by somebody else. It's not our own fault. It's white people and it's structural racism or something or another. It's everybody else's fault except for our own. Give me a break. It's pitiful. It's pitiful that we refuse to take accountability for the things that we see going on in our communities. And sure, we can acknowledge that structural racism and the history of slavery in this country and discrimination and Jim Crow and Black codes and all of that has played a part in the conditions and some of the conditions that we see in Black communities, but we also have to be responsible for the ways in which Black Americans create their own conditions and contribute to the degenerative effects that we see going on in our communities. Black Americans who don't want to hear that immediately run to innocence. They rush to innocence. They claim that it's respectability politics to call out these issues in our community. They claim that it's policing Black bodies to call out the low morality and the moral decay in our community. Call it whatever you want. All
right. So what are y'all thoughts on that situation, on what she's talking about? Do you agree?
I love her hair.
Yeah.
That was some natural shit. That was like that Ben Carson. Yeah, she got your Ben Carson hair, man. I agree. I agree with what she said. Like, I mean, I agree that with what she was talking about. Like,
right? Okay.
It's more. I mean, the shit that we see in the media today, none of it is for. None of it shows like how majority of Black people are, and I get that. My whole thing is some other races that don't really know how we are. They really think just how most of us are. But I mean, besides that, I mean, I don't praise it. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's what I got to say about it.
I mean, she was hitting on a lot of topics. I don't really see too much I disagree with.
Yeah.
The thing is, if she was in a single mom household, y'all ain't going.
She definitely had a daddy.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. She probably not though.
Nah, she probably not. And
definitely had. I mean, all her friends are white, bro. She got a daddy.
You probably right with all the friends are white. It was a couple naps in that head, but shit,
hey, when you hear all your white you hear white people at work or whatever say, I do got a black friend. That'd be her.
Yeah.
Normally it'd be a little bit worse than that, honestly, because I mean, it looked like she did do like a little half a silk press. It probably done half-ass washed out. I mean, shit. The little baby come in, I'll grease her scalp for her. You know what I mean?
She probably one of the situations. She went to a private school in high school, then she went to a HBCU in college type shit. That's why
gotta seem like that.
Or vice versa. Or she probably went to a black school in high school. She went to a predominantly white college when she got in
Yeah, she got balance.
Yeah.
But
it was either one or the other, but for sure.
Yeah.
But as far as our main topic, I mean, it is what it is. Folks tired of all the ignorant shit getting out. I mean, I'm from the hood. Half the shit that I had to survive, I don't want people to see that shit on Main Street. Not after working in corporate, like,
bruh.
I want y'all to know that's what I was associated with. Like, yeah,
you trying to get away from that shit.
I mean, let's face it, like, shit. Well, we got American Gangster. Buddy did what he did. Yeah, he was bringing back the poppy seeds and whatever back in, however he was bringing it back, and he was trapping in the hood. We get it. He was feeding your family. It's not the greatest, most glorious thing ever.
Right.
It's not something that we should praise, but hey, it is what it is. History is history. But at the same time, it's like, if that's the only thing that's hitting front page every single time, to where it's like, oh, now when we go out and we politic with white folk, oh my goodness, I didn't know that people of your type was this smart.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a prime example, bro.
Like, oh my God, you're such an anomaly. Like, you know big words.
Like no.
You do.
Damn, I read the same dictionary you did. The fuck you talking about? Like,
and mind you, and this is the thing, the people and the ones that they're talking to, we're the majority.
Yeah,
we're the majority. Like, nah, like, nigga, most people that I know, black people that you're gonna run into are like me. Like, I'm not an anomaly. Like, most of them are in the middle class. Like, what are you talking about? But because it's highlighted, all the ignorant shit, all the nigga shit that's being highlighted on the news and on IG and on TikTok, that's the shit that's highlighted. So therefore, they automatically have this preconceived notion about black people that they're ignorant. They do all this ghetto shit, ratchet shit, and so it goes back to the point that I made on the on the Instagram post that I made. Everybody, I kid you not, you can go look at my DMs. I'm talking about everybody that was coming at me crazy were the dusty black folks.
But I don't get that, because I seen when you posted a couple of those clips where it's like, oh, you a coon, you did. Come on, dog. Like, how long are we gonna just scrub the bottom of the fish tank, bro?
Exactly.
We're not algae eaters.
Yeah, exactly.
Big moves, picking up big bags from the top of the water.
Yeah.
You don't have to scrub the bottom of the tank.
Facts.
So, like, just because we have a difference of opinion doesn't make me a fucking coon.
Exactly.
I didn't realize that your people got lynched.
Yep.
Mine didn't.
Yep.
If you want to go ride on that bro at dawn, come knock on my door. I just might ride with you.
Yeah. Shit.
But if I got to talk on it, I'm not going to say that, oh, hey, this person might have did this person might have did that, and we can break down what we see as the headlines to be, and just break down what we knew from our side. You might have an inside story we don't have, so now I'm a motherfucking coon because you had some extra information that wasn't
right. Exactly, and that's the thing that's the thing a lot of people don't understand either. They think that just because you have a difference of an opinion, that means that you on the other side. Like, nah, I see it from a different standpoint. And so that doesn't mean I got to agree with you on everything, that on every single subject. No, we can disagree, but that don't mean I don't love you, or say as a person, as a human, as a black person, I still love you, but I might disagree with you on this aspect of it. You know what I mean?
In this stream right here.
What's up, Lisa?
Earlier on, we talked about Antoine Massey.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
as black folk, we like, hey, you know what? We kind of do know, we got a lot of better bitches in the community. You might be right. You might be on to something, big bro.
Yep.
Shorty did you wrong and got you locked up.
Mm-hmm.
The white man might come and be like, oh, y'all niggas just like supporting all y'all criminals. All Did you even listen to the story?
You gotta hear what he said.
Exactly.
The right and the wrong. Shit, that's it. It's the right and wrong. That's it.
Shorty was clapping this chick's cheeks. He went a little too hard. He touched the back of the oven. Bitch went crazy and was like, ain't no way you fucking somebody else like this. Nah, I'm gonna call them people on you.
I'm calling you. You did.
She weaponized the system on buddy.
You did me dirty.
Right?
And then she reneged on it.
It's not a defense if we go like, oh, hell no. Fuck what Anton talking about. That motherfucker's a criminal. Y'all gotta lock him up. All criminals deserve jail.
Yep.
Put that motherfucker under the motherfucking soil of that motherfucking penitentiary. He needs to just do life, natural life, vampire life, and every fucking life that exists after that.
Hey, like if he didn't do this, he'll do something else.
You're a cool. Like, chill out, yo. Like, where is the middle ground?
Exactly.
I can hold bro accountable. Like, hey, fam, you got chess pieces on your face.
Exactly. Now I don't know what provoked you to get that.
A queen who's a wild boy.
Yeah. That should.
It is on your face that you make calculated moves to be a wild boy. But this time you play some checkers, you miscalculated, you ain't get to king your fucking move. Shorty outplayed you on your board, and it is what it is. I get it. If somebody wants to help you get out this time, cool. But even then, if somebody helps you get out, prove that you fucking deserve to be out.
Yep. Exactly.
Don't get right back in that bitch.
Exactly.
Ain't be a young boy. Trump just parted him. He finna go on tour. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Chris Brown, we get it. My family bloodline is Caribbean.
Yeah.
I know Rihanna was on that ass in that car.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I knew it too.
Out that Rari.
Yeah. He beat his ass.
Just that girl was good with you.
So I get it. But y'all still trying to demonize Breezy all these years later. And now where I feel like people fucked up with Breezy is y'all knew he had some minor shit happen in fucking London. Nobody on your team took care of that before you went back, bro.
Right.
You went back out there for a show and got arrested again. Like nobody on your team was like, hey, let's be proactive.
Yeah, fix it.
That's another thing too. You can make it out the trenches, and then you can employ people around you that's supposed to be looking out for you. And now these motherfuckers letting you down.
Yep.
I've been fighting my whole life.
That's why sometimes you just gotta leave some people behind, bro. You like, nah, fam.
Now I'm fighting with a bag. I'm paying y'all to make sure I'm straight, and y'all still got me ass out.
Right.
Like, this is what we doing.
They all been fired.
Everybody.
But,
yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like at the end of the day, people just need to stop calling people names for things just because you don't understand at the moment. Your growth is not here yet.
Yeah.
You still in them trenches. You still on Section 8. You still on them food stamps, and you need it.
You can definitely tell, man.
Selling her stamps, she don't need it. She's selling the stamps so she can get a damn fifth of Don Julio and Acafulio this weekend.
Yep.
100%.
You need them. She get $1,000. You get 80.
Yep.
Why are you calling me a coon? Why don't you ask, how can I help you? How can I be of service to you?
Or even so, ask the question. So what do you mean? So exactly what is your thought process on this situation? Why do you think that way? Then you can further break it down and peel the layer back and peel the onion back. It's like, okay, well, this is why I believe this is this, and this is why I look at it from this standpoint instead of just looking at it from this point of view in particular, or just subject to that point. I can then dive into it instead of you coming at me but it's wild, fam. When I tell you it is crazy, and you saw it, and you saw the shit that I put.
I've seen it. I was just like, wow, like ain't much I can say on it. I was gonna wait till you brought it up and just spoke on it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the point that, and of course, you know, I just laugh at it because it just goes to show me how ignorant a lot of people are, and just how uninformed that they are, and how dusty, and you know, typically it's always the bro people who are always talking about race shit anyway. So I ain't focused on them. I just look at the shit and I just talk about it and I just laugh at the shit that they do. But it just goes to show you can't have the conversation. Have the conversation first before you start trying to make attacks at somebody. Have the conversation. That's how you get better. That's how you move forward. That's how you progress in life. You have the conversation. Yeah, you may disagree. You may agree, whatever the case may be, but you can get a better understanding of why a person thinks a certain way versus just, oh yeah, you're a cool nigga, you bootlegging, or you know what I'm saying, you want the white man's approval. Nah, nigga, I don't want nobody's fucking approval. I already got my approval. I ain't looking for your fucking approval. You feel me? So that's the whole issue.
And that's the thing though, because it's like, okay, you know, you can't survive a family reunion. You can't survive a fucking cookout. You can't survive a school reunion because everybody want to get up in arms. We on different levels of our paths at all times.
Yeah.
I mean, when I see stuff like that, when you posted stuff like that, I laugh because I know at one point in time that might have been me. But as you move further along, as you educate, come on, man.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to make $28,000 a year for the rest of your fucking life.
That's a fact.
You got to grow up at some point.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Your mindset at 6 figures gotta be different from your mindset at 42,000.
Yeah.
Because you got too much. You got too much. The more money you make,
burgers down and shut the fuck up and just, hey, what can I learn from this dude? He's real abrasive. He's different thought process than me, whatever. But at the end of the day, when the sun goes down, what the fuck can I learn? You can learn from everybody. That's why I don't like when people demonize people like, oh, this person's been divorced 3 times. What can they tell me about marriage? Well, who initiated the divorce?
Yeah, probably a lot. Shit.
Exactly.
Bumped it 3 times.
If
Miss Alexis, what's up with it?
Twice, and he initiated the 3rd time because he noticed the pattern and he was trying to beat her to the punch. He might actually know something.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
If he got divorced 3 times, but it was the shorties that initiated it all 3 times, and you go talk to the shorties and all their stories kind of match, and they ain't never even met each other. Okay, we know that you the problem. Either way it go, I can learn something.
Oh yeah,
always learn something.
So no, I'm not gonna not talk to the person at the park that might have been a war veteran that's down on his luck, that's over there homeless. I done sat at the park 2-3 hours talking to
what's up, Jennifer?
War veterans that I know got mental health issues. The whole time I'm there, I'm like, shit, buddy might pull out a switchblade. It's gonna be the last bit of my story.
If it's like, you know what? That shit will never happen to me though. 100%.
I mean, no, I mean, I keep something on me, but at the same time, it's like,
no. When you talking to him though, when you talk to him,
but sometimes you don't know. You might have saved that dude's life just by talking to him.
Yeah.
Everybody done pissed on him, and you the only person that made that man feel like a human again, and he went on for another 6 months.
Hey, but some of them cats got some shit to say that you might be like, you know what, bro? I was kind of going on that same path. Now I might need to change it up.
But at the same, that's facts, because some of them are there, and society labeled them crazy.
Yep.
But who knows? They might have been at Pearl Harbor. They might have been, at fucking Afghanistan.
So I'm on my YouTube live stream right now. So if you want to tap in, go to Courtnee Edgar Show.
Something might have clicked to where they woke up and they just disconnected from the matrix. That doesn't make him crazy. He just knows something that you don't.
Yeah.
Don't. Your guardian angel doesn't always have to be a fucking ghost.
That's a fact.
You might be getting ready to jaywalk across the street one day, and it's a crazy dude just come out of nowhere and just tackle your ass. And you like, hey, you bum ass motherfucker, get the fuck off me. Why the hell you touch me? You stink, whoop you. That motherfucker saved your life.
Yep. Didn't even realize didn't realize you about to get hit by a car.
You was finna get steamrolled by a bus, city bus.
All right, you too.
That dude touched you and asked you for $5. He saved your life. That was your guardian angel at the moment. Yep. You ain't know. But everybody want to act better than everybody. Oh, you know everything. Oh, you a coon. Oh, you this. yo, cool with the name calling. What can we learn from each other?
Yep.
Go back, watch it 2-3 times, dissect it. Boom. All right. Now I look every time this person speaks, they're negative, whatever. Okay, well, all right, I might get jaded away. Boom. But we on one topic. This person did this. This is the consequences of his actions. We spoke on it. This person did a whole separate thing. This is the consequence of their actions. I don't feel like that should be their consequence. But hey, it's written in the law that this should be their consequence. So I don't agree with what the law say, but who am I? I never wrote the law.
Yep.
We go against that. Boom. But nah, y'all won't do that. The first time somebody speak opposing to what your ideology is, oh, you're a fucking coon. You don't like people. Oh, have you seen your skin color? What if you get pulled up? So what if I get pulled up by the motherfucking cops?
I'm gonna give them what the fuck they want.
I'm not pulled over right now. But this motherfucker got pulled over and pulled an AK out from under the seat. Come on, bro.
like, come on, like, but here's
make
the
that make sense.
And it was locked and loaded.
Most people don't understand too that when you make the more money you make, the more shit you got to lose. So you ain't out here acting a fucking fool like that. You gonna do what you need to do. You're not out here doing dumb shit for no reason.
Caveat: the more legal money you make.
Yeah.
Because some folks getting that free money gonna crash out regardless.
Yes, that's a fact. That's a fact. Legal money. When you're making that legal money, when you get to that legal bag, yes, you got way more to lose. So therefore,
I mean,
you're a little bit
to
more
be honest with you, I wouldn't even want to be around no one who no damn common sense, man. Like if you can't have if there was a discussion and your whole argument is just based on color and it's not literally what's right or wrong, and I wouldn't fuck with you either way. I mean, like that's just disaster right there. I mean, that's to me it is so crazy that how people can literally someone could do something wrong and they'll be like okay with it just based on their color. You know, that's exactly how motherfuckers did us when we were fucking back in the 1800s. You know what I mean? White people probably stood up and said, "This is some crazy shit. These are people." And you know what I mean? Other crazy ass white people were like, "Yo, like, nah, they ain't got no souls, man. We're good." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of our people are doing the same shit the motherfuckers did to us, and I don't understand how they don't get it. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they say back in the day that black people supposed to be like what 2/3 of man?
Yeah.
That's why all the rights is fucked off now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But at the same time, it was other white people that was like, "Hey, nah, we can't do that to them." Like, they actually look out.
Yeah.
No matter what we put them through. Hey, Bobo over there made sure I was finna get attacked by some wolves. He jumped between me and the wolf and he killed that motherfucker bare hands. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm no longer with you. Like, we gotta free people.
It's good. I mean, even if you break it down to back then, bro, like, I mean, when I was in school, man, they made us watch Roots, bro. We had to watch that shit all the time. But if you ever
watch that shit?
Oh hell yeah, bro! They made us watch that shit, man.
Where you went to school at?
Hey, I was in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely want to over in the West Coast. But shit, if you ever look at it, anyone with money, like even the plantation owners, they were always nice to the slaves. It was just always the Nimrods to the assholes. It was always just the motherfuckers just ain't had shit. Just backwoods motherfuckers, the one who's the cruelest.
Yep.
And I think I just think because there's so many of them that they run the world, but then you still need some people who can actually run the world smart. But those are the ones who understood slavery was wrong. It's just a lot of the people who ain't got shit going for them is what fucks it up.
Yeah, but I think it was last year or the year before I went out to Missouri. And I went down to St. Louis. I went and visited the Arch and all that. My boys getting married like outside of the city of St. Louis. But I drove down to St. Louis. I went to visit the Arch. And I mean, I know I read about Lewis and Clark in school, but I don't remember a black person being with Lewis and Clark when I was in my textbooks.
No.
Okay. Well, when I went down to the Arch at St. Louis, in the history over there, when they were talking about Lewis and Clark's expedition, one of the main dudes, which was the reason they even made it to the West Coast, was a black dude.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely did not know about that shit.
Azur, what's up with it? Yeah, because I went down to the Arch too. I saw that. I was able to see that shit too. Yeah.
So if you go to Missouri, go to the Arch. It's a lot of Like that's another reason why I can understand when black people be like, "Hey man, like what's up with these history books, bro? Like it's a lot of stuff missing." Because I mean, you from Mississippi, it's probably a whole lot of family folklore that ain't touched not name textbook.
Oh yeah,
the general population won't know. So yeah, I was at the Arch, and it was a black dude. I mean, I'm on stream. I'm drinking my yak, so you know I don't remember no names right now. But the thing is, it was really an eye opener to me that okay, you know, when they say black people were every bit and part of American history, every single coon skin, squirrel wallet, freaking bird dinner that was ate in this country, we had a part in.
We was there. Yeah, and you would never see in the history books.
Expedition. Right. And Lewis and Clark and them was trying to free Buddy as a slave, and I think one of them went back and was like, "Oh well, you know, I don't really want him to be free. Like he got right, but he's still under me type shit. But you know, he got equity, but not equality. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for us, they probably wouldn't have made it. Like it was a Negro that was on that motherfucking plantation that his big homie that ate one of them berries over there one time and ate that black one. It was like, oh, that buddy, he started foaming at the mouth when he ate that joint.
You don't want to do that.
We only eating the green and the red ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we need them as much as they need us. We just got to weed out the good from the bad. It's bad amongst us that we don't want to be around.
Boy, that's a fact up, boy. Who you tying?
It's bad amongst them that they don't want to be around.
Yep.
We don't always have to be the token black friend, just like they ain't always got to be the token white friend.
Yeah.
So all this coonery shit got to stop.
Oh, yeah, stupid.
At the end of the day, it's just like, hey, if you went to an Ivy League school and I went to a community college, they might have taught you 6 more things over there that they ain't teach me. Just because we both went to college don't mean I get to call you a coon. You had a better opportunity.
Yeah.
Come back to the hood and teach me what you learned. Now, if you holding out on information, then that's a different topic. Like, hey, bro, you really think you better than us? You can't come back and teach us nothing?
Right.
Like, oh, okay, so the whole block been sacrificed for your ass. Bobo went to jail. Ray died behind it. Your baby mama fucking died behind it. My auntie raised your kids, and you gonna come back and just fuck me?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But when we went out and we got the education, we coming back and we trying to educate you because we know, okay, you ain't never gonna go to college. You ain't never gonna get off food stamps. Matter of fact, I'm buying stamps from your ass. I don't want you to get off food stamps. You help me go but I'm trying to educate you on something, and now you trying to demonize me. Like, come on, man. We got to stop that shit.
Like, oh, you think you better? I said, nah, nigga, I'm each one teaching one. Like, I'm showing you how to invest your money the proper way. This money that you making over here, I'm showing you how to invest it this way. So that way you can get to an even bigger bag. But hey, you calling me a coon over here. You calling me a house nigga because I decided to go learn something, but I'm bringing it back to you so you can level up with me. Yeah. But you too busy. You too worried about what school I went to and what type of people I'm around. I said, nigga, I still came back to show you shit. But you don't
even care about what school you went to. Just get to bring the education back. Because look at UIL. Right? Earn your leisure.
Right.
I'm mad I didn't get in during COVID. I wish they had blessed me with that COVID price, but you know, it is what it is. I was down on my friend back then. The boys out of my wallet reach right now. We gonna get it now. We up now. We gonna get it up. But the greatest thing that I seen at one point in time was when Wall Street Trapper came out and started talking.
Oh man. Yes.
He was like, bruh, I was locked up. I knew that where I was at, everybody had wristbands according to the extremes of your, crimes that you committed.
Yep.
I got this little weenie ass band for some petty shit. I was trapping some work on the block and got caught up.
Yeah.
My boy got this red and white band over here. He done did something extreme, but he a white boy. It might have took a couple months, might have took a year, whatever. Eventually, he walked up to Buddy, hey, bro, what you in here for? Buddy was embezzling from a company.
Mm-hmm.
Fam cleaned out like 2 mil, 1.3, some dumb shit. It was over $1 million.
Yeah.
Yep.
A Millie tingle my ears. I don't know what to do to other folk, but a
Yeah.
Millie tingle my ears.
I hear
Lot of
Millie
money.
anytime. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm all ears.
I'm on the block. You know how many years I gotta fucking flip this weed to get a Millie?
Yep.
You was employed for 8 months and ran off with a Millie plus. Hold on. I'm trying to get educated too.
Mm-hmm.
That's who introduced him to the stock market. Like, yeah, I was taking this money, but I was doing plays over here. So they seized this, but they couldn't touch this. They could. Oh, hold on. Wall Street brought the shit back to the block. He on EYL. Wall Street Trapper. He even did his podcast tour. He done brought it back to the block and educated. Hey, this is how you do stocks. Get in on this. Get in on that. He do all types of shows and shit to show you, hey, this is what the market look like. This is how you read charts.
Yep.
Who the fuck am I to call him a coon?
Exactly.
I'm still trying to packs. I can't fucking trade packs on fucking Wall Street.
Yeah.
Who the hell buying Bubba Kush as a fucking ticker on fucking Wall Street?
Exactly.
That only sounds good on the block.
And look, and mind you, and look, here's
he sound good.
That's a fact. And here's the thing, and here's the bigger thing, and this is why I always talk about it a lot because it has helped me. So when I literally locked in with Anton, right? When the bag chase and all that, going into the Patreon, bro, when I first learned about how to actually save my money instead of using a traditional bank account, right? Going into the whole Fidelity account. I ain't gonna go too deep into it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's Patreon information,
That's
right?
next level game.
Next level game, right? But when I learned and how to actually flip my money, have my money actually work for me, bro. When I take prime example, that podcast summit that I'm going to, that ain't come out of my paycheck. That came out of my Fidelity account from the money that I made since Trump became elected. That's from my profit from that shit. I paid for my entire trip, the podcast summit, everything with my shit.
I ain't gonna tell you how my money flipped since Trump, boy.
You feel me? So I'm saying the shit that I'm learning, everybody else so worried about the unnecessary bullshit. I'm trying to figure out how to get to an even bigger bag. I'm trying to figure out ways to continue to keep growing this podcast, figuring out ways how I can level up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Help y'all get to a bigger bag. Help Marcus get to a bigger bag. Help you get to a bigger bag. Help me get to a bigger bag. So that way we can just build this shit and grow and give back. That's what we focused on. But you got other goofy ass niggas out here in this world who so worried about being the crabs in the fucking barrel, and they worried about unnecessary bullshit, and they're gonna continue to be in the same level that they're at, and they're gonna continue to keep complaining and blaming everybody else but them fucking selves. So
yep.
like this
I'm a homeowner now. I wouldn't have been a homeowner if I didn't have white people around me.
Facts.
True.
When I was working at a job,
facts, man.
You know, I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of like my end of life goal.
Yep.
Because white people was the ones that got me out of my hood mentality. Always just talk to me all the time. Hey, what's your 5-year goal? What's your 10-year goal? Fam, where I'm from, you lucky if you make it 6 months.
Yep.
Y'all see the Bronx on the news all the time. Folks get bodied in the middle of the streets. What, it was like 3-4 years. It was during COVID where a dude was walking through a crosswalk with his daughter in hand.
Yep.
There's no more street code. Back in the 70s and 80s, them dudes, they had a little bit of morals in them.
Yep.
We ain't gonna air you out in front of your family. We got you. But then towards the later part of the 80s, motherfucker was like, fuck it. You don't be outside at no other time but this motherfucking Juneteenth cookout and all that. They started airing out block parties and all sorts of shit.
Yep.
Airing out everything.
During COVID, this dude was walking across a crosswalk in the Bronx. Car pulled up. It looked like he whispered something to his daughter. He got aired out. She ran up, got on the sidewalk, and started crying. Them the situations that play in the back of my head. I done stepped over dead bodies to go to elementary school. My mama don't know. If my mama tuned into this podcast, it'll be the first time she find out. I'm a grown-ass man. Some shit you gotta take to the grave with you.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm gonna go home and tell you, because now you finna be calling off of work to try and take me to school. Now you finna lose your job and we ain't got no housing. Nah, it's a bad domino effect in the hood.
Yeah.
One string gets untied in the hood and everything crumbles.
Yep.
I'm
Everything.
cool. We gonna just rock
Yeah,
how we rock out. So that shit happens. So motherfuckers like, oh, what's your 5-year goal? What's your 10-year goal? You know, do you want to make it to the top of the company? Bitch, I'm happy I could clock in tomorrow. What do you mean?
I'll get a paycheck. Shit.
I'm trying to make it to the pillow and wake up tomorrow. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to dream bigger and blah blah. Well, learn me something then.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, shit, learn me something. Hey, learn me something. What you talking about then? What I need to learn? Put me on game.
So they start putting me on game. Hey, you've been working here. Do you know from 18 you can get in the 401k? Whoop-de whoop-de-whoop. Nah, I fuck all my money at the club every weekend.
Yeah.
What you mean? What the fuck is a 401k?
Like shit.
This is an investment. You put a little money to the side. Just skip a Happy Meal and see how it works out for you in a year. I skip that motherfucking Happy Meal after a year. I'm like, hold on. This shit bounce back like this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Like
how many
really?
shits I took. I ain't got them Happy Meals in me all year.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. You feel me? Now then you start learning about them Roth IRAs and shit. Like, hey, hold on. Now talking Roth IRA, you start learning all about that shit. Hey, listen, stacking. You hear me? Stacking.
Yeah. So like even when I was buying my house, my closing costs came out of money that was in my 401k.
See. So
And one of my white mentors taught me how to do it so I could get it penalty free.
See, yeah. That's
Who in the hood was going to teach me that?
That's dope.
Who in the hood was going to teach me that?
Nobody.
I'd have to packs, get a couple bitches of money launder this shit to clean it all up, do all that, still answer 21 questions as to how I got all this money. Like, yeah, we see you making money, but you ain't on nobody payroll where your 1099 at, where your, all this paperwork that you need. You don't have it. Oh, okay. So you say you're an entrepreneur, we gonna believe you, but now your rate is a little bit more aggressive because we've seen your type before. Like, shit, what's my type? This is my first time being here. What is my type?
What's my type?
Like, we seen your kind before. Like, what you mean,
Like,
my
what
kind?
do you want from me? This is my first time coming here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. It was people that put me on game. Boom. I go back to my little homies. Hey, this is what I learned, big dog. I know this house small as shit, but it's bigger than my apartment. Look, I got a 2-car garage. My neighbors wave to me. I got neighbors trying to borrow cubes of sugar. Come on, man. We in America. We don't even use cubes of sugar. We use fucking granulated. Hey, can I borrow an egg? I didn't get to make it to the store, but I'm cooking right now. The stove's still hot. Shit. I mean, it's my first time really talking to white people like that, but shit, go ahead and borrow this egg.
Hey,
big
do
dog.
what you gotta
I
do.
guess I'm gonna ask for it back. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? But once you get up out your little comfort bubble, then you can learn other things and you can go back and help people. But now you've also demonized yourself when you out here calling me a coon and all. I no longer want to be next to you.
Yep, and that's the bigger thing.
I don't want to teach you anymore. So now that I don't want to teach you, now you over here like, oh, this motherfucker think he better than somebody. He just come through the hood stunting his little Benz and shit. I'm over here in my little Honda Civic, my hubcaps. I was going to teach you how to get the Benz, but you started calling me names. Like I wasn't from here.
Yeah, hey, bro, don't let them talk you out of some shit either, man. Like, bro,
yeah.
I got almost a similar story with you. Like when I bought my house, like a couple of my white friends, I was like, yo, like I was renting an apartment. I was like, gonna do it again. I was like, yo, bro, you should buy a house. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Hook me on a couple of things, do with like a credit card and all that stuff. Get my credit up. You know, telling other people I'm about to buy a house. They're like, yo, you know, when you buy a house, you got to fix everything that goes wrong. Just tell me everything about how it won't be beneficial to buy a house.
How it's not conducive for you.
Yeah, all a nuisance, and how it's better just to rent because you ain't got to pay for shit.
You can call this man.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. You know, something go out, you ain't got to pay for it and all that other shit. Like it's like, all right. I mean, I was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna go this route, man. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And you know, I asked a whole bunch of people to help me out. You know, have my sister-in-law, which she's white, fucking gave me every dime of like what she made on commission, so I can pay for my closing costs, buy some fucking furniture for the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think some of my brothers would have helped me out like that. But
bro,
you know what I'm saying?
My biggest beef right now, I've been trying to get some people together like, hey, let's go in and get 15, 20, 25 acres of land. Build a compound. We already homies. Come on, man. We buy sections at the club every other weekend.
Yeah. Hey, bet. Or find a place that's gonna be the next market that crash and bob some fucking real estate.
My thing is, unless you lying to me, you already want to be around me.
Yep.
If we buying out a section at the club, I ain't buying no section with no nigga I don't like.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm not bringing you on a 2-man, 3-man, 4-man with nobody I don't like.
Right.
If I know you gonna fuck up the chances with the hoes, I don't want you around me.
That's a fact.
I just need you for my math homework, bro. When it comes to getting these hoes, that ain't your strong suit, bro. You be fucking it up every time.
That's a fact.
But
I don't know why these bitches ain't biting.
No, dead ass. Like, if we fucking off all this bread in the club, we fucking off all this. Like, I'm a dude. I grew up. I like my Hot Wheels. I evolved. I like cars. Cars are expensive. I got like 10 whips right now. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Shit.
But now I need space to park some whips. I'm like, shit, where the homies at? Let's go in on like 30 acres of land. Everybody build a little house. Let's get big ass compound. Now I know my neighbors. If I know Marcus plays music all night, or I know Courtney likes having 15 bitches over, why am I calling the cops? I know why them random cars is over there.
You know what's it on the other side of the
What's up,
fucking
man?
earth.
How you doing?
Be on the phone. Hey, yo, see them things over there? All right, man. I'm finna shut it down and go to bed. I just seen a couple cars over there. I was making sure you all right. You know what I mean? Hey, Marcus, that bass is knocking, dog. Can you turn it down like 2 notches? The kids trying to go to sleep. You know what I mean? And then you can police your own community because you know your neighbors.
Exactly.
Folks ain't on that. Everybody want to stunt, new Jordans, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Then they don't even want to help you. Hey, bro, you bought a bot. Them Jordans coming out. Let me get one. Oh, yeah, it's going to be $700. Nigga, you're getting them at retail.
Exactly. Hook me up, your boy.
I built your mama in jail, bro.
Right.
My shit should be at retail off GP. You know what? You got it. I don't even want them no more.
Yeah. If it's your boy, you should better get that shit for what he paid for.
But I mean, verbally or non-verbally, people tell you where they fall in place in life.
Oh yeah.
You already know what time it is. You already. Yeah. And sometimes I even throw little hints out there from time to time just to see how they gonna grab, just see how they gonna catch on to it. You know, it just be on some. I ain't even trying. Maybe I'm not even. I don't even want what you got. I might just throw it out there just to see the reaction that I'm gonna get, so I can understand what it plays a person. But overall, dog, to be honest with you, that's why the circle is extremely small. You know, that's why I look at certain people and I put them in certain situations. The reason I do that is because I've been to places too. I've talked to people. I've been around people who got money. You know, I know people in my phone where people who own restaurants. Matter of fact, one of the guys who owns one of the owners at Etta over there in Scottsdale got his number in my phone. I connected with this guy during that grand opening. You feel me? Got legit guy, solid dude. Dude was walking around with a 5K Kobe shirt on. You feel me? During the grand opening, had a conversation, shook his hand, like, hey, anything you need, you can hit me up at any time, right? Just great networking, just understanding how to network around different people and just being in those different environments. It opens the door and it opens your eyes to many different opportunities in a different perspective in life. It's like, oh shit, so it's more out here than just the shit that I was seeing beforehand. So you telling me, so now you start to build this curiosity. It's like, okay, well, hey, bro, how the fuck you get to this point? You how old? You doing what now? So how you get there? So what drove you to get to this point? What and a lot of and here's the bigger tip. a lot of these cats like to talk about themselves. They love when people want to ask questions about them. So therefore, they want to talk about shit like that. And the richer they are, they want to help you out because they understand what it's like to go to get shit out the mud. They understand what it is to build shit out the ground. Because what most people don't understand is that most millionaires are self-made millionaires. They aren't.
Yeah.
They didn't inherit the shit. You know, it wasn't passed down. No, they got that shit out the mud. They came from scratch. So they got that shit out the mud. So they like when people ask them type of questions. Hey fam, like, you know, so you make how much? You make how much here? Shit, yeah, I just made 10 mil this past year. 10 mil, how you get that? What do you do? And boom, they go into it. You asking them questions. And so if you aren't curious as an individual, bro, if you don't want to grow and you don't want to learn, you will never get ahead. Like real talk.
Yeah.
No, that's the
someone
truth.
owes you something.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, first off, learn how to be a genuine person.
Yep.
Learn how to be a professional student.
Yep.
Be a sponge.
Yep.
People know when you fake. Oh, hey, big dog, man, I see you got that Rari over there. How you get?
What's up, big bro?
Hey, black man.
Yeah, like you don't want the game, you want the Rari.
Yep, exactly.
Nah, come correct. Hey, man, like I know it's gonna feel weird to you, but I've been watching you for a long time. I remember when you used to have that, you know, that 97 Honda Accord, you know, that trunk ain't closed all the way. You had that ratchet strap on it.
Yeah.
You in that Rari now. Like, what the heck happened? Where did the change come into play? Like, boom, now buddy sit down with you like, oh, damn, you knew me that long? That was like 3, 4, 5 years ago. He sit down with you. Oh, so what do you do? Oh, well, you know, I dropped out of college. Whoop-de-whoop, my OG had died halfway through college. I dropped out. I had to take care of you know, I have a similar story. Well, this and this and this is what happened, and this is the path I took. And, you know, every dollar I made, I put it back in the business. And after year 5, my 5-year anniversary, instead of putting it back in the business, I bought that Rari. That's how I got that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay, bet. Well, you know, all I know how to do is shine shoes. Oh, well, shit, that ain't no problem. Well, you know, some of the stuff that I was doing, I got plugs in China. You know, what's your schedule looking like? Can I take you out on a trip to China with me? We gonna network. Next thing you know, you got to China. You got your own damn shoe polish brand coming out.
Yep.
You shiny shoes, but now you got the brand. So now you can sell the shit. Now you get on TikTok, whatever. Boom. 2 years after that, your shit take off. You ain't got to shine shoes no more. You got people shining shoes for you with your products. That's how it goes.
And now you done made it to where they can shine their own shoes, and now they just buying the product.
That ass. But if you sit up there like, oh, fuck the white man, fuck that Mexican, fuck that Asian dude. If you trying to stay in your bubble, you will never get out. Like fish fries is dead, bro.
Oh, 100%. And I tell you one thing too, man. Like
washes when your people pass away, that's dead, bro.
That's just dead. Hey, but one thing,
learn about this damn life insurance. Like
one thing I would say too, you can't like when I was growing up and I went to school, I went to college and stuff like that. Like my biggest thing was I didn't want to do manual work. You know what I'm saying? That was what my thing was. I didn't want to do manual work. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna get this office job and stuff like that. And I was very hard headed about it. Mm-hmm. And I kicked myself in the ass about that shit all day because now how much I hate dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had went to a journeyman school to become a welder or some shit like that. And you don't understand.
My boy Ramadan, he a welder. He trying to get me in the field all the time. He saved my life during COVID.
Bro, them motherfuckers make money, and then a lot of people nowadays ain't doing it. So if you sit there and learn and actually do it, you can open your own business and be making bank. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I tell you, people, like when you hear about on these podcasts talking, and they always throwing out like doing certain kind of things, and it's not involved in that. Don't think you can't do that too and not make money.
Oh, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you can do a lot of stuff and still make money. So I mean, you don't have to be out here talking to people and stuff like that. Like I said, with me, and I'm a very social person, man. But and sometimes, especially at work, bro, I'm like, man, I wish I was just somewhere by myself, just doing work and getting that shit done with.
But that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
you still gonna have to come through it though. Yeah, you still gonna have to come. Like, you still gonna have to talk to people though, even if.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have problems talking with people, but when I would talk to people for 10 hours straight, then then sometimes that can be a problem.
Oh nah, hell no, I ain't talking about 10 hours
Yeah,
straight.
but the thing is too, with the AI boom, that's coming back.
Yeah,
you gonna need your carpenters that can
exactly
finesse that wood a certain way. Cause
yeah,
but
yeah.
So,
you talk shit about a dude that cuts. You talk shit about a dude that cuts your yard like he's below you, and he's probably making like 3 times more than you are. You know what I'm saying? So,
see,
like,
back in New York, that's why I had beef with my teachers in New York. Y'all ain't tell me that them waste management motherfuckers was out here making 6 figures a year.
Making fucking bank, right?
Oh, if you drop out of class, you're gonna be a trash man. You don't want to be that.
Like, shit, they make more money than you, and no one knew that.
The trash man make on minimum 2.5 more times more bread than you. No disrespect. I understand it's a civil service. You're sacrificing for the betterment of tomorrow.
Yep.
I freaking appreciate it.
Yep.
Come on, man. Don't shit on the people like they don't make no bread.
No, for real though. That's true. That's true, man. And people do that shit. They shouldn't.
Trash man before I go trapping.
Yeah.
At least I ain't gonna go to jail.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because I can make the same money trapping I can make as a trash man.
Yeah.
So
legally,
what you told me was like, hey, you don't want to smell like shit every day taking out people's trash as your primary income. So pay attention because there's other careers that would pay you equal or more that you would enjoy. So please be engaged in what we're teaching you today.
Yeah.
But when you was just like, oh yeah, no, hey man, you over there in the back of the class bullshit, and you just gonna be a trash man. Then I go watch Toy Story and that boy Sid grow up and he taking out trash and y'all make the shit look sad. Then I grow up, motherfuckers making 90, 100,000 and got their family in private school and shit and driving the Benz that I wanted and doing all the shit I want. I'm like, man, come on, man.
I'm talking about I got a nice ass crib too. You like, bro, what the fuck you do, man? Oh yeah, I'm a trash man, Monday through Friday, bro. Wake up at 5, wake up at 4 in the morning. I'm back at home at 2. What?
Man, I'm like, come on, man, you not gonna lie to me.
And now it's all automatic. You just got to sit in that truck.
Yeah, for real. And then then you get leveled up. Then you level up, and now you just driving the truck. You ain't even the one that's throwing the trash. You just got them driving at home. You just sitting there chilling.
Well, shit. Even with the trade jobs. Oh, you don't want to go out there breaking your back being a welder or a carpenter. Y'all never told me that when I make it to a foreman, shit was sweet.
Making hella bank.
Man, I was doing
HVAC. On OnlyFans buying toes while y'all out there busting y'all back.
It was crazy, bro. So I got my HVAC. So I ended up getting my HVAC license and everything, right? And so then I decided to go into welding too. Fam, do you know just off the gate, just right out the gate, as soon as you come out of school, you're doing welding. And the reason I ain't doing it, I'm like, it's too hot out here in Arizona. Now, if I was somewhere else, it's too fucking hot out here. I did that shit for about a month. I said, nah, this ain't it. I'm on roofs and shit during the summertime. I said, nah, this ain't it. And so,
that's shit.
Bro, I did, and I was still high. I said, nah, I can't do it. Climbing up and down the roof, nah, that ain't it. And so, but what I found out about the welding shit, bro, is that you can, as a welder, now, I don't know if y'all ever saw this. So if you look at the dumpsters, like Waste Management, Republic, and all that, and you see like the little corner joints on the dumpsters, the shit that look welded, that's all them cats do. And starting out the gate as an amateur, like coming straight out of school, you making about 90K just doing that. Like you just those little openings, all you doing is welding that back, and you making 90K just doing that all day.
That's crazy.
Like I told you, shout out to my boy Ramadan. I got let go from my gig during COVID due to all the mask policies and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah.
I was a subcontractor at the time, and he was like, hey, man, I got this little welding gig. Come over here, get with me. I got you. And that's one of my few bros that I know. Anytime he say, I got you, he mean that from the bottom of his soul. If he ass out, we ass out type shit. I was like, I'll bet on it. Jumped over there. I was doing the welding or whatever. And when I took that trip to Missouri, when I went to the Arch, I'm over here rating welds and shit, sending him pictures like, hey, this shit kind of look like ass, bro. Because, you know, it's like, you know, when you get that OG in the neighborhood that was a carpenter for 30, 40 years, he's like, oh, yeah, you know, my blood, sweat, and tears built that courthouse downtown, or I built every house on this block, or, you know, and he ain't built it start to finish, but shit, that man threw every fucking roof on that bitch. All the furniture on roofs was his blood, sweat, and tears. He's right when he says, hey, 15 out of 20 houses on that block, that's me. So when that person over there calling me a coon and that person over there talking about, oh, look at this old impoverished ass motherfucker, or whoop-de-whoop, or why he always on his high horse, dude is humbly like, hey, you wouldn't even exist on this street if it wasn't for me.
Exactly.
The next person could have did the job, but at this point in time, no, they didn't. That's his. Go take a DNA test on that nail over there on the fifth the fifth rafter in the roof and the third nail from the left and see who blood has a match.
So you see this? That's how I got that scar right here.
For everything, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, I don't know, man. The world probably ain't never gonna get unified, but shit.
No, probably
as
not.
long as I get my bag and my family and kids straight, I mean, whoever gonna come with us gonna come with us. Whoever get left behind, we ain't trying to leave you behind, but sometimes
Can't save everybody. Can't save everybody.
Yeah, that's it.
You put the hole in your own raft.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't save everybody, bro. It's at the end of the day, you do what you can. You try to give back as much as you possibly can, and then after that, for the people who's receptive to the information that you give, they gonna be the ones that's gonna tag along with you, and the other ones they gonna get left behind, and they gonna continue to keep pointing the finger at everybody else but themselves. And that ain't on me, that ain't on you, that ain't on nobody else. It's like, hey, I'm giving you the information. I'm telling you what you can do to level up because I'm doing it. I'm doing the shit in real time. Y'all see it in real time. We build in real time. And if you want to come along, hey, you finna get on. You finna be on in a joyful ass ride. But if you decide not to, and you decide to stay where you are, that's on you too. Enjoy that shit, but don't come back. Don't come back years later talk about, oh shit, bro, what happened to you doing? Nah, G, I gave you the opportunity. It's over with now. That circle's closed, big dog. That door closed a long time ago. So it's over with. So you can call me whatever you can call me coon, whatever you want to call me. But guess what though? Just call me a rich. Just call me a rich coon.
I don't mind leaving you behind.
Yep.
But just know, if my price go up, your price go up.
Facts.
So what I would have gave you for the free, when it was big fuck me back then, you gotta pay to get in now.
Yep.
Yep.
Because who knows, the game I might have today to give you, I might have had to pay to get. Mentors ain't free. Some people you might be able to finesse a little hour or two conversation just to get in their ear for them to fill you out.
Yep.
That next conversation, you gotta buy their time. They busy. Hey, bro, can I throw you this little 200 for 2 hours real quick? We ain't finished off on the right note last time we was talking. I need a little bit more. Oh, okay, bet. I'll free something up just for you.
Exactly.
Or, hey, that 200 ain't enough. I cost, I charge $450 when I go talk to this damn school campus and shit to all these kids or whatever. So you got to at least break me off $275.
Bro, it's his cat. It's his cat named Myron Golden, man. Dude named Myron Golden. This man charges $40K for an hour for a one-on-one. And the reason I think is more, but $40K for an hour of his time to do one-on-one. Because he said his time is more valuable than anything. So if you really want that one-on-one, because he says in his mind, he really don't want to do it. So he's going to charge the most egregious amount of money. And then if you decide you want to pay $80K, cool. He's like, all right, bad. Well, shit, we'll do an hour for $80K then because you really want it. But I really don't want to do it. But I'm going to charge you $80K because that's how much I value my time.
But you want to know the crazy part to it?
What's that?
You might end up paying that bread and he might give you 3 hours or your next 2 sessions might be on the house.
Exactly.
Because that barrier to entry, the fact that you was willing to pay through that paywall,
Oh, he know you listening.
willing to pay to see somebody toes, show that you were serious about something.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, boom, you
You
paid
just
this
wasting
person.
time.
Well, I seen you on a Zoom call with your notepad out. You was taking notes. You was asking questions. Shit, it might not have been the right questions, but it was close enough.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. Next time you ring the line, you know what, dog? Last time we talked, like I ain't even really sell you the full game. I gave you about 80%, but I see that you was attentive. I ain't even gonna charge you for this. Here's what I left off.
And now
Boom.
you just got the whole game.
You come back and you show that everything that he taught you, you implemented, and you ran up a bag. At this point, he like, shit, I'm tired of these motherfucking calls, man. How about this? How about I drop the price back down to 20 bands, and when the phone get picked up, you on the line. Everything I taught you, I want to see you teach. Because that's another way to learn, too. Sometimes you don't really fully learn something until you're able to teach it to somebody else.
Yep.
Somebody could teach you everything they know, and you can implement it, and there's still going to be loopholes until it's time for you to turn around and teach the next person. And you're like, oh, shit, that's what I was missing.
Mm-hmm.
How this fully makes sense. I was just doing this shit because they told me that this is what works. I ain't even understand this shit. I understand now.
Yep.
That's where education goes, and that's where as generations go forward, just like we talking about the AI. If we die and never know AI, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't put our kids in STEM.
Right.
Put them kids in STEM, man. Your generation gonna need this shit.
Fact.
I'm too old to soak this shit up. But you go over there, you learn that shit, and when your ass come home, I need a 2-hour session. You need to teach me what the fuck you learned so I know you learned something.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that bullshit. Yep.
When you teach me, now you're practicing what you just learned.
Yep.
Then you might learn something faster than that AI program. Fucking learn. That might be your niche. Now you go start your fucking business in that, and it might take 2.5 years for fucking AI to catch up to you.
Now you can sell it. Now you can sell that shit to all different businesses. Now you making millions. You making millions. Like you done sold the whole software. It's like, oh
but
shit.
that's where each one teach one come in.
Yep.
But you never learn that with the name calling. That cool shit is there, man. We've been off the plantation way too long.
Facts. I agree. I agree.
We don't even use railroads no more, man. Folks talking about flying cars and shit. Come on.
Hey, that's a fact. Listen, bro, this shit was good, bro. Bro, we are 3 hours in on this live stream, bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna go for a couple more, but I was like, nah. This 3 hours is long enough for us, bro. This 3 hours is long enough. I know y'all boys gotta go to work.
Wish I didn't, but yep.
No, it's all good.
This is work right here.
Hey, you're right. We are working low key.
Well, this don't even seem like work to me, bro. That's why I'm like, all right.
And that's what's so lovely about it. It don't seem like
work,
but we working.
Remember when they preached to us, if you love what you do, you don't gotta worry about doing what you you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So hey, if this just feel like the cookout and we just chopping it up and we running up the back, this is where it's at. We not worried about AI. AI can't replace us. We got personality.
Exactly.
Oh, 100%.
We just gonna use it. We just gonna use it to streamline the business. That's it. That's it.
That's all it is.
Streamline the business. That's it.
What's made for 100%.
When I'm popping wheelies on the damn banshee in the backyard because we done came up that 40 acres, I ain't trying to hear shit.
Exactly. I don't want to hear shit. But hey, man, this was dope. This was dope, man. And for those of you who have been in here, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boys. Listen, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now and make sure you share and hit the notification bell so that way you'll know exactly when we go live, because we go live every Tuesday. I'm thinking about changing the name for the Tuesday nights too. So I don't know what name we're gonna do yet. So we're gonna brainstorm on that one for the Tuesday night panels. But
I need that merch, that shirt. Earn not giving.
Yes, sir.
Too, bro.
Hey, Peep, hold up. Let me show you the whole thing though. Because I got the brand on the foot stitched in right here. You feel me?
Hey, I needs that.
I got you. What size?
XL, 2XL, it don't matter.
All right, too easy. I got you. Too
Cause
easy.
see, we locked in. I'm not going nowhere.
Oh shit.
I don't care if we fist fight, bro. When Tuesday come, cut that camera on.
That's a
I'm
bet.
old
Let's get it. Hey, let's get
Hey,
it. That's what I'm talking about.
we can put that shit behind us, bro. It's all good.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's
man.
what I'm talking about.
Grown men don't let little shit get in the way.
Yeah.
Can't let it affect the bag, man.
And we got the future generations on our back. We gotta show them how to do it. Put them damn pistols down, man.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah, put them shits down immediately. Nobody got time for that shit, man.
For real. Be scared to go to jail.
Words, you can settle it with knuckles, but you live to fight another day. Put them damn pistols down. That's the cool shit.
Yeah, these motherfuckers gotta be scared to go to jail, man. They ain't even scared no more. It's crazy.
They ain't scared no more because they don't know what they actually going. They think they doing something. They think they're being honorable.
Bro, it's not even that. I can't hold you. The way the laws are set up nowadays, I ain't really mad at them. When they done turned everything into a slap on the wrist,
yeah.
Shit, it is what it is.
Yeah,
my light's about to get cut off, so
might as well go to jail, man. I can eat for free.
At least I know I'm getting 3 meals a day, so I mean,
shit. Might as well.
Yeah.
If I can still wire that bread on CashApp before I get locked up, it is what it is.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But hey, man, appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all like the live. For those of you who've been in here with us for this whole time, for the whole 3 hours, I appreciate y'all. And until next time, man, we will see y'all. I holla.
Peace.